also like Valentine's Day's for women too, right? So it's like,
Yes, it is. Come on, cut it out.
Zoe.
Valentine's Day is not just for women.
all right,
Yes, it
it's
is.
mostly for women. All right, and so
It is. It's
come on.
98%
Like,
for
it's
women.
We're
mostly
gonna do
why?
this. We're gonna dispute this.
Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
we're having all this conversation.
This is not a conversation. It's
The
for
last
women.
time you were intimate with a man around Valentine's Day and he got you stuff, what did you get him?
I think I got him a teddy bear.
All right, man.
Oh,
okay, so
Okay.
You know what?
What?
what are we doing?
Did he
And I think I got him chocolates. Yeah, I think I got him like a
okay.
little cute teddy bear. Just an inside joke teddy bear.
Word.
And chocolates.
Yeah, well, you could have gave him nothing. It would have been the same.
low key?
Wait.
What was it?
Yes.
Butt pads.
They got butt pads.
Skims have new butt
It's
pads.
implanted in the underwear.
I think so. Or like something.
Like it's shaped, like the underwear is shaped to make it seem.
Like you have a bum. Yeah, like butt pads.
That's
crazy.
That's what they wear to the club.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never worn a butt pad in my life.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
The worst bubble of your life.
Word.
Oh, bubbling with a butt pad?
That's
I
crazy.
wonder how that would feel.
like Jello,
Maybe would it be
chicken
exciting?
cutlets.
Yeah.
Ew.
See, this is why all of this stuff is why I don't. I seen a TikTok recently. Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
I seen a TikTok recently where a girl, you know how things be. A girl's like, oh, I see 1 million beautiful women on the internet every day. I see like one good looking man every 2 years.
No, right.
Bro, when
Okay.
you can have butt pads and titty pads and makeup and fake eyes, fake eyelashes, fake nails, fake hair, it's easier to, you know?
It's
That's
weird.
not true
If
because
you're a dude and you're ugly, you're just ugly. That's it.
that's not true because there are women who still have blown out titties and BBL and lashes and weaves and nails and they're still
And look
not
bad.
cute.
That's how you know you look bad. If you got level 10 enhancements and you still look bad,
If you got appendages,
Yeah,
to
those
go with your
things
outfit,
like
that's crazy.
the lashes and like the
That's
nails and the hair, like that
crazy,
stuff is just like enhancements. But if you're like, you can't be ugly and just get a weave and all of a sudden you're bad. It's not gonna work.
But what about
like imagine, bro, like imagine if you can you have like the hairline transplant, you got the fake tattoos that look real, you got the piece extension, you got the knees extension. You got the piece
The
extension, the DBL, you got the fake hair transplant, and you're still ugly. It might be
Yeah.
it's GG's.
I guess
What does GG's mean? Like, am I getting old for real?
It means good game in like nerd translation.
But what does that kick? What do you? What's
It's
the
a wrap.
context?
Streamer translation.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
over,
Like
yeah.
it's done. Like
Oh, GG's.
GG, like
or like
He's
if you
basically
lost a
saying
game,
off
it's
yourself.
Like GG's.
Oh my
That's
god.
not what I'm saying.
That's
That's what you said.
Kai said I was supposed to do a stream with Kanye, and he seen the tweets this weekend. And was like, GG, like that's it.
Yeah, that's
But,
true.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we're not going there. GG.
Fair. Anyways, y'all, welcome to episode 6.
Oh, we on our LeBron today. We on our Dr. J today. You know what I mean?
I thought we were doing football.
Football's too washed.
Let me
Number
know when we
6.
get to
Isn't
Jalen
that
Hurts'
like
number.
Isn't that a quarterback number?
Yeah, kinda.
Isn't Jalen Hurts number 1?
Well, we don't need to be talking enough about it. We're on our Baker Mayfield today. That's what we're doing.
Okay, there you go. He's the white boy that did the Dougie, right?
I believe so.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That wasn't what's homeboy's name?
Or
Johnny
you think of
Manziel.
You may think it of
No,
Johnny
it's
Football.
not. No, it's not Johnny Manziel. It's Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
He's like the
Okay.
meme of the white guy football player doing Dougie.
Yeah, he was one of those cookout.
Oh, Jalen Hurts is number 1. We missed him.
we're still.
We
doing
didn't
Jalen
miss it.
Hurts.
We didn't miss it. It's
You
fine.
missed him.
Don't,
Still doing Jalen Hurts.
don't worry, Zoe. We'll talk about him today.
We missed
didn't miss
Jalen
it.
Hurts' episode. Oh, what are we gonna do?
We called it the Cam Newton.
Oh, how dare we? Oh, anyway,
You should have rode for your man.
before I listen, I don't look at the number if you know what I'm saying. Anyways,
No, that's how Zozo
weekly
won last
recap. What?
year. Nothing.
Mucho laughed. Bitch. Shut up. Weekly recaps. Weekly recaps. Let's go. Bada boom, bada bing,
Yo.
bada bang.
I worked and I had I hosted a Super Bowl kind of viewing thing, which I enjoyed.
thanks
Oh
for
wow,
inviting
yeah,
us.
you invite us.
Well, I don't know. It was last minute. It was more my roommate that took it upon himself, and then
Yeah,
I was
don't
kind of like, I'll contribute to this. What,
Don't
you had a
backtrack.
Super Bowl thing too?
Anyways,
thanks for inviting
the
us.
sides get turned in there because I seen her tweeting about, I had my friends over for the Super Bowl and we were talking about this after, and I was like, so Zoe had a Super Bowl function.
You're
herself.
exposing me because I never tweeted that. Never tweeted that.
I do know this, and it's because you talked about it.
I talked about it, but I never tweeted it.
Okay, I don't know where you talked about it.
I watched Super Bowl at home. I was at the crib.
By yourself? That's sad.
No, like my girl was there and like my cousins, but that was it. Like it was a very mild. I didn't really do nothing. I went to the Snap office yesterday. Besides that, that was it.
Snapchatty. Did they give you intel on how to get rich off Snapchat?
They did. So I'm gonna try when you see me on Snapchat all day.
Are you gonna share
every
the
day.
wealth?
We're up to something.
I'll share it after my case study is done and see if it actually works or not.
Okay.
Because it's all theory now. You got to
Yeah.
test it in practice.
fair.
I like that. Yeah, actually, I didn't do really shit this past week, but I guess, watch the Super Bowl like everybody else, just me and the dogs, you know what I mean? That shit was boring. Like, it was more like we were just like talking to it was like background TV.
Off the top.
I wanted an exciting game, but hey, you know.
Game was super boring, yeah.
I mean, well, to go off what you said, I had a very small Super Bowl.
So did I.
No, you didn't. You said I planned a Super Bowl soiree.
No, I didn't say soiree. Now we're putting different languages and accents.
Did you guys have wings?
Yeah.
How many wings were at your party? This will tell me how big it was.
Real.
How many wings did you guys order?
The number makes it sound bigger
How
than it is.
many wings did you order?
The number makes it sound bigger
How
than it is.
many
Now we
wings
just sound fat.
did you order?
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this.
I think we got like 60, 65.
And how many of you
That's
were
not
there?
That's, okay, that's a small. That's a small.
There was six
gathering.
of us in total?
10 each? No, that's not bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty reasonable.
exactly. Okay, so I'm saying.
Everyone brought wings,
And it was
so-
like family and friends mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, they brought wings. I couldn't count the wings.
Were the wings custom?
No.
You and the custom wings.
Homemade.
He's an idiot, yo. When he says custom wings, he means like someone made them themselves.
Like homemade.
Oh,
Yeah, homemade is what he means.
yes, for sure. They were custom wings then. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
He said it when we went to a party. And I told this story. When we went to the party in the summertime and someone took the wings out the oven, he was like, I didn't know the wings were custom.
No, because he made me feel like really broke for a second, like custom wings. Oh, like that's different. That's what you do for your Super Bowl party.
No, he's being a clown.
I was following. I think you like normalized it in my mind now.
Yeah.
Custom
It
wings.
makes sense.
It was all
doesn't.
custom
We
wings.
just need to be free thinkers.
Yo.
We're programmed a certain way.
My friend laughed so hard with your Yoshi. Did you say custom wings? Anyways, yeah. So outside of my little Super Bowl soiree, what you're talking about is something, and I was gonna bring it up here anyways, but I posted it on my close friends. So my friends and I were chilling. Yeah, right. Trying to expose my close friends' content, but it's okay. I was gonna say it anyways. So my friends and I were chilling, and we were just like shooting this shit like late at night, whatever. We were just drinking and stuff. And one of my homies was like, "Oh, yo, like, do you remember like so and so, like that guy, blah blah? Like, yo, he used to love you off." And I was like, "Bro."
Just randomly out of nowhere.
But we were talking about like the friend group, all right? And it's like parties just go to blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh yeah, because so-and-so, a part of that friend group used to love you off. And I was like, no, the hell he did not. And he was like, yeah, he did. And the way he looked at me, like, you know when someone looks at you like, are you stupid? Like he looked at me, he was like, fam, what are you talking about? Like he literally loved you down. Like
Right.
loved you off. And I was like, fam, he never loved me down because him and I didn't speak. So if he did, then I wouldn't know. And the man turned around and said, bro, you guys went on a date. And I was like, huh? And he was like, fam, you and him went on a date. And I'm telling you guys, I felt literally gaslit. I'm like, yo, I never went on a date with that guy. And he was like, yes, you did. You guys went to, I'm not going to say where, but we went,
Arby's.
out. Yes, no.
Damn.
Say we
But
went.
say what type of venue thing it was.
It's too specific.
Arby's.
Sure, we went to Arby's. And I was like,
Specific. You went
and
to
I
medieval
thought
times?
about it, and I was like, I did go on a date with him to Arby's. And I was like, bro, I've never in my life have I literally forgotten that I went on a date with a guy. Like, how would you feel if a girl genuinely forgot that you guys went on a date?
Oh, that's bad.
This is why I barely dated.
Like,
Yeah.
It can happen though.
that's bad.
It is
though.
bad.
What's worse?
And it shows that you're just not a memorable person
I
or
think
presence.
that's happened to
you know?
me before, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
A girl forgot she went on a date with you?
Yeah, but this is like years ago. Like we talked about it just briefly. Like she's like, I brought it up. I'm like, do you remember when we went to this? She's like, no, I don't. I'm like, oh, fuck. It was like, we went to the movies or something. It wasn't like an extraordinary date.
Nah, him and I, the reason why I remembered, because like the date that we went on, I was like, oh, like, yeah.
But what's worse, not remembering that someone went on a date with you or someone not remembering that you guys cracked?
That's kind of insane. That's insane.
I knew you
sure.
were going there. But have you ever forgot that you smashed somebody?
No, not like in person. Maybe if I'm like recollecting, you might skip
Your body count.
you might skip over some in your head.
In person, it comes to you.
There's no way I could be standing in front of someone I smashed and not remember.
Yeah, that's real.
Impossible.
But like in conversation, man are talking about whatever, and then
You might forget for a split second. You're like, oh yeah, I did do
Like
that.
if they ask you to go down a list, you're not gonna remember every single one.
Nah.
That's crazy. How long is that list?
You've never been halfway through a movie and been like, oh, I've seen this before. Like, I watched this.
Come on. Ew.
I'm not saying I have.
that's crazy.
I haven't had that
like you double back, you spend another night, and then
forgot.
That's crazy. Nah.
No, that hasn't happened to
Any
me.
man that happens to
I
you,
enjoyed the
you're a sicko.
analogy.
Yeah.
I just want to make a movie analogy.
If a man forgot that we had sex and then hit again and was like, oh, I remember
That's
we did
crazy.
it
I
before.
remember this scene.
That's nasty.
Something
Like,
should have jogged your memory at some point.
that's nasty.
But
work.
we're like what? We're all in our late 20s, touching 30. I'm 30. So if you've been active for 10 years, things can happen, yo.
10 years.
20 or at least.
Yeah, over 10 years. You said 10 years like you haven't been active for 10 years. You have.
Yeah, things can get hazy until you see them
Just
again.
our age right now.
Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah, like, if
Sexually
something-
active for 10 years.
Yeah,
If something happened when I was 18,
right. Shit
you
can
might
get
not remember
hazy. What? Yeah.
I still remember the person, though.
especially if it was like a one time. Yeah, I will remember that.
It's
Yeah.
more likely the older you get, but at our age, I think it's a little wild if you don't remember some.
That is wild.
Face to face.
But yeah, I completely forgot that him and I went on a date. And now I'm actually kind of stressed because now he probably just has told people that he went on a date with me.
Yeah.
And I have no recollection of this date.
I mean, was it a bad date?
It wasn't a great date, clearly, because I didn't remember.
Very forgettable.
And you're concerned that he's gonna tell other people that he's
Well,
been on a
I'm
date
sure
with
he's
you,
already told
so he
people.
can have it on his jacket.
So now
like,
it's
I
on
went
his
a date with the
jacket that he
podcast
took
lady.
Zoe on a date.
Ah,
and this
okay.
was before I was
That's
like,
why you're nervous? I didn't know where you're
That's
going with
interesting.
that.
because I'm not trying to be mean, but like I wouldn't go on a date with him now.
Real?
Okay.
Hey,
So-
everybody got to boss up, you know what I mean?
So, and it's not even like shade. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go on a date with him now.
See, but this is how
Who are
I
you
feel.
concerned of finding out? Like your friends or other men? Well, we got your family.
I think
Like
just,
what's
I think
like
just
this
like people like I don't like people that I don't know. Like because now I can't control this narrative. Like you know what I mean? Like so if he's like, oh yeah, like
Damn,
that girl has a podcast. Like yeah, I took her out. Da da da. And I'd be like.
My bad. Sorry, I cut you off.
This is how
gotta
I
hug
feel about bodies past a certain like time frame. Like if we hooked up when we were 20, I don't think in 2025 you should still be actively telling people that we hooked up because that
Yeah.
probably couldn't happen today.
Unless someone asked, then I wouldn't mention it.
True.
Someone's
Yeah,
doing
but
their
like
due
there's a-
diligence. You got to
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, but like
Carfax.
this, you know how some people try to make it seem a type of way that it isn't. Like a girl will be like, "Oh yeah, me and him smashed," but that was 10 years ago. Like you're trying to make it seem like this was recent.
I
This
never
the new
tell.
body.
Yeah, and it's like today that probably wouldn't happen today.
I never really tell anyone that me and him smashed. That never really comes out of my mouth. Like I know a lot of girls who like. If you walk into a room, a girl will be like, "Oh yeah, I fucked him."
Yeah, I know,
I
a
know
lot of girls,
who do that,
and
that's not my
don't
bag.
like that. I don't like that.
But there
Keep it to
are men
yourself.
that you would be that way about. You're comfortable, everybody knowing. And
Yeah,
stuff.
Jalen Hurts.
All right, find a way to insert
If
Jalen.
Jalen Hurts fuck me tomorrow, I'm on the Empire State Building wearing the #1 jersey.
So then how?
That's
about-
fine. Podcast.
That's funny, but you actually wouldn't. You would keep that to your
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah.
See,
I'll
how-
really tell y'all.
so you judge
That's
the
real,
groupie,
yeah.
but so then you can't judge groupies who do that. Then
What do you mean?
the groupies who will smash celebs or athletes or whatever and run their mouth.
Okay,
about
obviously
it.
I'm joking. I would not say on the
Yeah,
Empire.
of
Like,
course,
I'm
of
just saying, but like I would tell y'all though. I'd be like, guys, I smash my crush.
Guess what?
Guess what, bitch?
Guess what, bitches?
How How fast
That's funny.
is in a situation like that where you're amped that you smashed? How fast is too fast to tell people? Like, can you roll over in the bed and hit the
that's
group
OD.
chat?
That's OD.
Guess what, boys?
That's OD.
Mission complete.
No, that's OD.
How
You
long do you
gotta
have to
wait until you separate. So if I spend the night, I'm not saying anything until I leave.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's real.
There's no way I'm gonna be in the crib like, bitch.
I feel like women do that. They take pictures and send it to the
Oh,
group
that's
chats
not my
and
bag.
stuff
That's
like
never
that.
been my bag.
The sleep picture.
That's nasty.
Does
bro.
that
do you
happen
know
to you?
women that are groupied out like that in Toronto?
Who would take pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Has that happened to you?
Embassy.
To me? Nah.
Bro, it has. It has happened to you. I don't have any knowledge, but I'm telling you, 100%. And I've talked about this on the internet before. I'm like, yo, if you guys think that there is no woman out here that has a sleeping picture of you, you're mistaken.
I will say.
It exists.
I will say
I'm telling
this.
you guys, it exists.
I
it
know
exists.
for a fact it doesn't.
It exists.
I will say this.
I know it exists.
Have you ever slept with a woman who was like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened? Like in a giddy way, not in a Bill
Oh, we
Cosby
talked
way.
about this now.
Yeah, I
Like
feel like
a-
we
Yeah.
talked about this.
Like
There
an
probably,
I think we talked about it often.
there probably has been.
Like she's fanned out to be here.
Yeah, there probably has
Talk
been.
about this on the pod.
There probably has been.
So yeah, in that case, she probably did take a picture.
But no, I've seen one. The girl sent when I put it on the internet. She's like, "Yeah, I have one." I was like, "What?" And she sent it to me.
It's funny you should
But I
mention
wasn't
it.
sleeping though. It was just like me, like chilling in the bed. But I'm like, "Why
And
do
you were
have
ass
this?"
naked? Oh,
No,
you don't be
no,
ass
no.
naked.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. For reasons like this.
Yeah,
See?
she scarred you, man.
No, but that's
Precautionary
weird
measures.
because even guys that I've been with, whether it was like casual or like we were seeing each other or like dating, I've never snapped a pic of a guy in bed. Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen two. There was the one of me like in the bed chilling, and then I saw another one of me like across the room, like in my like drawers.
Oh my god.
Oh, she took a picture of you.
Like it was like I think she was like sending it to her friends or something.
Like,
it was
haha,
it was one of
conquest.
those videos where it was like, yeah, like
In
I was
Mucho,
like,
there's ones of you of that. Like that. Like,
yeah, it
that
was a video where like
happens.
I was
That
across
is
the room, say I
common.
was like putting on my clothes and stuff, and it was like this, and she like zoomed into me.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
So I
weird.
know
Shit.
you sent this to somebody,
That's
like clearly.
weird.
That's an invasion of privacy. Because
Yeah.
if roles were reversed, that's a problem. Like, don't take a video of me while I'm getting dressed or like while I'm naked across the side of the room. Like, why?
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why?
You're lucky I'm a chill guy.
What's the point of these women taking those pictures? What's
They
the
just
point?
want to send
To
it to
show
people. to
off
show-
that, like,
show
oh
off.
yeah, I fucked it.
I'm doing.
stranger
Yeah.
danger.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I don't even think I would do that with Jalen Hurts.
This is like the 5th time Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You would take a picture of the chain on the dresser. You would take.
Yeah,
you would
she
do a
would.
dance, and you would do that.
You would flash a chain.
You'd put on the chain. You would put,
Put
on the
on,
chain
no, I
and
wouldn't
take
put
a
on the
picture.
chain. Respect me. I
You
would
would
not
put on the chain
Put
to
on
take a
is
picture.
disgusting. I would not put on the chain.
Will you flash the chain?
3
This ain't
a.m.
no
in
rapper
Relentless Gang chat.
Can you honestly? I won't lie. Maybe actually no. I wouldn't snap the picture of the chain either.
What would you do?
I wouldn't take anything. You would just have to believe me.
Yeah.
You actually would just have to believe me. And if you don't, it doesn't matter because I fucked.
When it comes to all the, when it comes to, no, yeah, I'll believe you. But when it comes to all the women that I know that like know circles or like they're inside a lot of circles, you are like low on the groupie scale. I'll give you that.
Wait, what?
You're like 1 out of 10 on the groupie scale.
What does that mean?
Like 8 out of 10, you're like wild thirsty. You're like
Okay.
you're going to the club. You're trying to navigate to the nigga that's the tallest person there. You're like, damn, is that an NBA player? Yeah, I mean, you're like one of those people that you've seen around, or 10 out of 10, like damn near
Showing
trying
your
to
titties,
Yeah.
screaming out, "I'll give you head right now."
exactly. You know what I mean? Or like DMing every the celebrity they know type shit. But
Tag
yeah,
in the. No, that's not even a 10.
adding to the close friends.
A lot of girls
yeah,
be
shit
doing
like that.
No,
Adding
not
celebrities
that.
to your close friends is crazy.
No, not that. I'm talking about girls that will take a video of themselves playing a song and ghost tag the rapper. In
Oh,
the
I know.
song.
I know girls who do that.
That's classic. You
I
never
know
did
girls.
that?
No, never done that.
Right.
No, but that is a smart bag though. I won't lie.
And it works.
But I've never done that.
And it works.
I've never done that, but it is a smart bag.
Tresor's
works.
giving free game to any
works.
That is a
any
smart
thirsty
bag.
listeners.
And I know girls who've done that for sure.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't even be on the groupie scale. I'm not even a groupie at all.
That's what I mean. You're 1 out of 10.
But I shouldn't be on the scale.
What? Everybody, it's a continuum. You're just lowest. That's it.
Everybody's on the groupie scale?
Yeah.
So what are you on the groupie scale?
Oh. I'm not even in circles like that. You know what I mean? You are.
I mean, Nah, if you and Drake were in the same room, you're about to be a 6.
Yeah, I'm a 5 out of 10.
If Drake's in the room, you're definitely gonna be like a 6.
Yeah, I'm not playing it.
Try to,
Tresor,
like,
I'd give like a 4.
Word.
Nah, I play it pretty cool. Like who are we talking about though?
Say it's like Drake, Ja.
Jaws a good one.
See, but the thing is,
Man Crush.
with male groupies, nah. See, I would never do that because I'm in the same. Because I'm in the same industry. Like, I want to be looked at as a peer. So, like, I'm gonna try to speak to you, but I'm not gonna be like fanned out.
Yeah.
Because I want to be friends.
That's why you're a 4. That's why.
I want to be friends. See, men need to be more fun.
He's doing strategic positioning.
Men, yeah. See, this is the thing about men and toxic masculinity.
Right.
Men need to be okay with saying that they want to be a man's friend.
Really?
That's real.
I like
that.
Yeah. There's
You
nothing
guys
wrong.
talk so much shit when women are like, "Oh, I would love to be her friend," or "I want to be her friend,"
Yeah,
but
but based
guys
off
can
of
do
what?
it.
I would never say that.
Men always say women, you're internet friends, or you guys are party friends, or you guys are this
I'm not
friend.
saying- I'm not saying we
I've
have
met
to be
friends
best
outside
friends.
on the internet, everything.
I'm not saying we have to be best friends, but I feel like saying, yo, that dude looks cool, I would like to be his friend.
You
I
guys
don't think that's
blame women for doing that.
Yo,
guys literally
that
blame
must be
women
the
for doing
royal you, because I have no problem with women doing that.
I don't know.
And that's kind of what we're saying, that men should just stop doing that.
I
in
just say
general.
off the basis
no, he's
of
saying
what?
it's okay if men do it.
Yeah, I know. And I think, yeah, it's okay, but we shouldn't be, making the biggest deal out of it.
All right.
And
Well,
they do it to
all
women
I
too.
know
My
is that
thing-
you guys
no.
always get women like, oh my god, you're only friends with her because she's pretty. Oh, you're only friends with her because this is on Instagram. Oh, you
Oh,
only
that's
became friends-
different.
But that's
though.
different.
This
I'm
is,
not
you're trying to
saying-
be friends with somebody because you admire their work or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I'm not saying, oh, that dude looks so
Yeah,
good, I want
that's
to be his
different.
friend.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
a way more
relax.
surface level. That's way more surface level than, yo, I admire what he does.
Yeah.
I would like to be his friend.
Yeah.
But I have I have friends who obviously my friendships have been longer. Who like when new girls want to be friends with me, they're just like, oh, she just fanned out. Which I don't always agree with.
I don't
Because I'm like,
agree
that's
with
not
that.
true. Maybe she's like, oh, because like, oh, I like the pop, blah, blah. And then we kind of
Yeah.
become friends off
Yeah.
that. My older friends are like, bro, they're just a fan who wants
Do
to
you
be
think that happens at all with you?
girls who want to be my friend because of the show? Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
It's
But
not.
I don't think it's a bad
It
thing.
doesn't
either.
have. It could be two different things, though. It could be because of the show or whatever clout people think that we have. It could be that, but it's more likely to just be the fact that we're showing our personality
And they think I'm cool.
They
every
rate
week.
you.
Yeah.
That's all.
And
it
that's
is.
valid, yeah.
And that's fine. And I don't think your
Yeah,
friends
tell your friends to relax.
should
yeah.
stop being negative
Right?
all the
They're
time.
salty still.
They're trying to keep you to themselves.
They're salty. Like, yeah, you and these new friends who want to be your friends.
Yo, we were here before the show.
I was here season 1.
Remember that.
Literally.
God forbid you get a best friend after.
Right?
Yo, we were here before the show. She switched up on us.
All right. Are we trying to go right into the Super Bowl or should we?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's get it out
slowly.
the way.
Let's get into it.
Okay. All right. So Super Bowl happened.
Belt to ass
you-
happened.
What?
The belt to ass bowl. That's what happened.
The belt to ass bowl is crazy.
Yeah.
You lost one of your takes for 2025.
I did.
One of your predictions. You
I
said
did.
Kansas City, and Kansas City lost by a close blowout.
Close.
Nah.
Granted,
It wasn't a full blowout.
Yeah,
by the
it was.
end.
But by the end, it wasn't. But most of
The way that game unfolded, it was a slap.
you could call it a blowout because I
Yeah.
feel like by the end, when you put in all your third string
Stat
people,
padding.
and
Yeah.
But I will say, I did see a video of some old white lady in the stands with a Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll. So that might be part of it.
What?
crazy.
Really?
All my
real?
life, I saw it. I was like, yo, people are sick.
And it was in New Orleans.
Yes.
Ooh.
So that might have been why he was off. Because the crazy lady in the stands was doing juju on Pat
You
Mahomes.
saw that on TikTok or something like that?
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
He looked shook the whole time. Every time they zoomed in on his face.
It was someone filming from like behind her, and it was some old lady like auntie at the game, and she had like a little doll with like the hair.
Please tell me it was a white lady. It wasn't
No,
an African lady.
of course it was a white lady.
Okay, good, good.
And he was wearing the jersey, and she had the little stick, and she was like poking the stick. That's
Mucho, you
sick.
believe in that stuff?
That's why you really gotta pray.
I don't believe in none of that shit. no.
I believe in it.
If somebody wants to bring a voodoo doll here, you could poke me. Nothing's gonna happen.
Not me.
Yeah, please
Not
don't.
me.
Why would I believe in that?
tread-
How am I not gonna believe in God, but I'm gonna believe in that? That don't make no sense. At least God, you go to heaven. You believe in that, what you get? Nothing.
I mean, like, I don't think the voodoo doll, like, if they make, I don't think you're gonna start doing a robot because the doll is doing the robot. But
What do you think's gonna happen?
You think it's just the energy? You're putting out bad
Yeah, I think
energy.
it's
You're
just
wishing
bad.
bad on someone. Like, yeah.
Energy.
Salute.
Negativity.
I think. I mean, I don't think necessarily that had anything to do with that. To be honest, I don't think so. Even though that does make me uneasy to know someone had a Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll. That's really fucked up. But he was off his. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't really off his
Yeah, it
game
wasn't
because
him.
he threw like what 257 yards.
He had
That
a
was
couple
stat padding
picks.
at the end.
But yeah, like you were gonna say, and sorry to cut you off. I think he was off because the O line was so
O-line, yeah.
terrible that he was shook. He
Yeah.
couldn't even
And
just.
Eagles D-line was just on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so shook that he couldn't even just. As
He
soon
got
as he,
sacked like what, like 6 times?
He was in hell. Like, it was
like
not-
literally.
yeah,
His
it
O
was
line was like paper thin.
But even when he broke free, right, and he had a couple of those where you thought, okay, he's
Runs?
gonna hit him. No, even when he broke free, like in the pocket or whatever, and then he finally got his pass out. Even those passes that he had a clean look at didn't look good.
yeah, but I think he was in his head though.
Yeah, that could be real.
Because you notice, and the Tom Brady was talking about it. Like as soon as he got the ball, like he didn't sit in the pocket at all. Like he didn't have faith that the line was covering him, so he would start moving right away.
Too,
So he wasn't really like
Because Brady used to just
comfortable.
be chilling there, right?
Yeah, because he
like
knew he
that.
was good.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes caught the ball and started moving like a little kid. He couldn't chill at all.
Yeah.
I mean, from a game perspective,
Boring.
it was boring, but I was happy that Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Devontae and AJ, was it Devontae? What's his last name? Devontae Smith. No, is it my last name? Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. I think they were all deserving.
And they have the coldest white DB of all time, right?
Eugene?
Yeah. What the hell?
Cooper DeJean.
Bro, I even saw his basketball highlights. He's
He
dunking
was
like
tough.
a nigga.
He was tough.
Okay.
Like, cause you know
He
how
played
like
like Cooper Flag.
Dunking like a
yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
Shit, that's
Because you know how white people dunk. They just whoop. Like, you know what I mean? White people dunk different than black
He
people.
was on his Matt McClung.
He was
Like,
punching.
Yeah, bam. Like,
Yeah. Gordon
I mean,
Hayward.
White
early
people
days.
have a way of dunking.
Yes.
Yeah. Gordon Hayward. That's a good
Yes.
example.
Early
they dunk
days,
like,
yeah.
they dunk like him.
I've never noticed a
It's
white
more
person.
stiff.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
It's more stiff.
There's
Less
no
flair.
Less
no
flair.
creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, like black people like cock back, boom. Like,
Exactly. Like it's just
Shake
wavy.
the rim a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe scream on
There's
the
an
way
athleticism
down.
to it. That's
Yeah.
just,
So is Blake
Outside
Griffin the
of
exception?
outside of Mac McClung,
Nah, Blake Griffin got swag with it, but Blake Griffin's a nigga though.
outside of Mac McClung and Gabe York, if you think he's black or white.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, Cooper DeJean, he's black too.
No, he's not black.
Oh, my fault.
Anyways, so yeah, it was a blowout. I mean, it was a good game. I'm happy that the Eagles got their W. You know, it was 0-24, and then we went to halftime. Shout out Black History Month. The real black quarterback got their ring.
Basically had it at that point. Huh? Yeah, at halftime he basically
I mean,
had
they
it.
said it when Patrick Mahomes got it. Oh, first black quarterback. But I was like,
Oh, my bad. I didn't catch that shade there. You're saying,
Yeah.
oh wow.
that now a black quarterback does have a ring.
There's never been one before before Pat.
Before Patrick Mahomes, no.
Really?
Russell Wilson never won a Super Bowl.
Oh wait, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
What? So why did what?
Didn't the
so what's
Seahawks win?
hold
I don't
on.
know. I don't. He
But
was the
wasn't that
first.
a thing?
Was it?
I remember it was like, didn't they say first black quarterback?
I don't think so. I think.
I think they said this was the first time that two black quarterbacks were in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
there you go.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think he's the first.
But I swear they said something about Patrick
don't know.
Mahomes
He's
being
the
a-
fourth black starting quarterback to win a
Super Bowl usually happens in February too.
Who was
so there's
the-
always a lot of black
I
history.
swear there was some type of stat around him being a black quarterback and it's like first something and
Probably, but he's not the first
black quarterback to win. Yeah, you're right, because you're right. Russell- Who was the other black quarterbacks who won rings?
Shit. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, obviously. And what's your boy's name?
Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts.
And
Don't say
then-
what's your boy's name. You know his name. And
I'm sorry, this is being annoying.
Take that long?
Clyde, help me out.
You can't just search
Yeah,
black
me- mine
quarterbacks
too.
Super Bowl.
list. Oh, there we go. No.
He was in the
Oh
Super
my
Bowl. Cam
gosh.
Newton.
Jesus
He might
Christ.
be
but
the
Cam
only
Newton
one.
never won.
Yeah, he never
No, I know.
won.
That's what I'm saying. I think he might be the only.
So it's Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, 0.5.
Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and Doug Williams. See how fast that was?
Yeah.
Who's Doug Williams? What year was that?
I don't know who Doug
That's
Williams
like before our time, right? Did it say?
Yeah, I think it was before our
Well, he's
time.
probably the blackest quarterback to win, so we'll give him that.
Anyways,
I don't know. Doug Williams sounds like a black name.
Does it? Doug?
From the South? Maybe.
Maybe. Anyways, so
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a black man.
Oh, that's a black quarterback.
yeah?
Yeah, that is a black quarterback. Yeah,
That's a black man.
that's a black man
69 years old.
and black.
Where's he from?
Happy
I
Black
bet
History
he's
Month.
from the South.
Well, a few more days for me.
Yeah, you can't celebrate yet. Anyways, so
I knew it. See, I knew it.
What?
He has the face of someone from the South. You know where he's from?
the
He's
face
got a
of someone
southern
from
face.
the
He's got a
South.
Southern
Yeah.
face.
That's funny.
The face of someone from the South. That
Yeah.
sounds so racist.
It's not. It's
They've been through a lot.
What's the word?
See? Like, come on.
You said he has a.
They've been through a lot.
No, he has
Like,
a face of someone from the South. Just like you could say, yo, that guy looks African. That guy looks Jamaican.
The
He
way
looks
that
like he's from
YG
the
looks
South.
like a civil rights era black person.
Oh, come on, guys.
Doug Williams is from Zachary, Louisiana.
Ooh, Zachary. I don't know where that is.
Exactly. I knew
That
it.
is very South. Anyways, so halftime show. Because everyone's like, oh, you're watching. What do we get? Mucho, start with you.
Start with me?
How'd you feel about the halftime show?
Okay. I'll start with the positives
Sure.
I'll start with the
let's do that.
positives of-
That's different for you.
of the performance. I guess we're texting about it when it dropped. Like it was very technically impressive. I feel like Kendrick Lamar had a game plan and he executed it. The breath control was really good. There's well, I'm trying to be nice.
I got you. I'm listening.
But that's true.
The breath control is very nice. There was no backing track or anything, so
Yep,
he wasn't
yep,
lip syncing, and you could hear him clearly. That's very tough to do, especially with rap. You know what I mean? You're doing a lot. Maybe you heard like 80% of his words. That's really good. The choreography was fairly simple, but executed well as well. And then he had a storyboard. He had a story that he intertwined with.
What was the story?
Oh, so you got the messaging.
Yeah, well, during the actual performance, what I got from it was Samuel Jackson, Uncle Sam, telling him,
Played a very famous uncle, like the
Uncle
the
Sam-
Django role that he plays is kind of
"True, yeah, similar to that,
Has
yeah,
some overlay with that, right?
yeah." So yeah, he was playing like a pro-American, right? The Uncle Sam guy, and he was walking through Kendrick Lamar like how to perform, right? And so for the first part of it, he's being too ghetto. That's what Sam Jackson said, because he's playing his deep cuts. He's playing an unreleased song. I think was the first one. Was
the
it?
GNX snippet was the
Yeah,
first one,
yeah. And then I think when it was Peekaboo, he's like, "All right, relax." And then
Does it go into Humble?
huh?
That-
No.
that-
I think he said play the game, and then he went to SZA. I don't know. He said play the game, and then now this is the symbolism that I understood after. And then Kendrick Lamar at a certain point was like should I not, when he was debuting Not Like
Teasing
Us.
Not Like Us.
And that's another facet of he's playing a game, right? So there's like, I guess he's doing like triple entendre. So he's trying to say like, play the game to America. There's a game being played whether or not I'm going to play Not Like Us. And then
There's a game they're playing by suing and stuff.
yeah, exactly. And then
Wasn't that the line he said leading up to that? Like, I want to play
Yeah, I
their
wanna
favorite
play the
song, but
song,
you know
but
how
they
they
like
love to
it.
sue.
Yeah.
you know how they like to do. And then basically the whole performance, this is his game plan, was a build up to the climax of, probably the biggest moment of his career. I don't know, or at least the past year. And then he basically built the whole thing up to Not Like Us. And so that's as much of, and then he put game over at the end. So that was the third entendre, right? Play the game for America, play the game whether or not you're going to play Not Like Us, game over once you play Not Like Us. That was like a triple entendre of him doing the game stuff.
Okay.
And then if you zoom out, it's a PlayStation controller
Right.
on the thing, right? And so that's what I'll give him. It was a technically impressive performance. Now, when it comes to a halftime show for the Super Bowl, was it good? No. That was not an entertaining performance for the vast majority of people that were watching the show. You are hired for a reason. You are supposed to entertain a mainstream audience. Now, maybe he didn't want to do that. He was using subversion to cater to his core audience and people that are on his side. But I feel like for 80% of the performance, not the whole thing, 80% of the performance, he lost most people that were watching the show. But for that last maybe 3, especially Not Like Us and TV Off, I think he built the whole show towards that, and he kind of sacrificed a little bit of entertainment value by doing so.
So what I will say is, and I keep saying, I do like Kendrick Lamar. I listen to Kendrick Lamar a lot. This performance was just a way for him to promote his tour. Simple as that.
Real.
They looked at it, I think, as a way to promote his tour rather than this is a halftime show. You've had this very great career so far. Look at all the bangers that you have. If you want to appeal to your real fans or whatever, like play your biggest tracks. Good Kid, Mad City, Backstreet Freestyle. I don't know. Swim. The thing is, he performed all right already. That's where I'll give him for not performing all right.
Because he did Mad City and All Right.
He didn't do Mad City, did he?
He
did.
When he performed with Snoop and them?
I swear he did. He did.
Yeah, he did.
So maybe he couldn't
So
do
you feel
Mad
like that was like part of the reason for the song choices and him
I
not
think
redoing
so.
some of those?
Because we talked about it when my family did. We were like, hey, he for sure can't do all right because he performed all right already.
I guess. I feel like that's like a very anthem Super Bowl halftime show song. You know?
Agreed.
Like I feel like it leaving things on the table. But
Yeah,
like you're saying,
maybe KC wanted to hear that.
they were not yet. Everything was already set for them.
With all due respect.
It was a direction he chose though, yeah.
But with all due respect to Kendrick Lamar, that's what happens when you don't have a career that's filled with bangers. Because Beyonce's done football shows, 3 times? She's headlined a Super Bowl. She was a part of a Super Bowl with Bruno Mars and Coldplay. And then she did the Christmas Day one for the first time. All 3 performances she's killed. She's had bangers for all 3 of those because Beyonce has that longevity of her career and a deep bag that she can go into the Super Bowl 3 times and perform people want to hear.
Right.
Kendrick can't really do that because he already did this and he performed 3 of his biggest tracks. He comes now to do this and you're kind of stuck, right? You're kind of stuck, unfortunately.
Like, are you the right person if you play 2 of your biggest songs 2 years earlier and then you can't entertain as well as you wanted to after that?
Because I don't believe Beyonce repeated any songs when she performed because her bag's that deep.
Well, the Christmas Day one was mostly Cowboy Carter songs. Was it not? Yeah.
And I mean, even if you didn't like the album, that album did still have bangers. And she brought out Post Malone, and she brought out who else? She bring out? She brought out someone else.
It was way more grandiose.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also, I think the Beyonce comparison to Kendrick, I think it's a little different because Beyonce is like a pop star. I feel like Kendrick was in a position where, and I'll talk about what I think about the show after, but I think Kendrick was in like a weird position where he's like the first rapper doing a Super Bowl solo. Because I think if you add other people, you can kind of pad it. Because like, if you have Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, 50, that's like 4 different sets of hits you could pull from.
Oh, for sure.
So, because like...
He had a tough job.
Yeah, I think it was a tough job.
He can't bring a whole bunch of people out,
Yeah, I think it was a tough job already. And then certain people, how you feel about Kendrick's music is... All right, so basically, I think it's like... I don't want to choose my words very carefully because I'm trying to make a specific point. I think this show, this whole situation with Kendrick and Drake, it has gotten to a point where it's so far gone, no pun intended, that it's a lose-lose situation on both sides, no matter what anybody does. Like, it's gotten to that point to where the criticisms of it, I don't think it was an amazing show, but I don't think it was a terrible show. I think people kind of...
It was mid.
But even that, I feel like a lot of people, and not saying you guys, I feel like a lot of people were just saying what you're supposed to say depending on what side you kind of lean towards. Because what I'm doing is I wasn't challenging anyone's opinions on if you think it was a good show or not. I want to challenge, and you listeners too, you can think of it as well. I want to challenge the people's reasonings for why they're saying what they're saying. So I think when they say, oh, he made it about Drake, On the Kendrick side, if he didn't do Not Like Us, people would have been like, oh, this whole year was for nothing. You gave him the Super Bowl. He didn't even do the biggest song. He was scared, XYZ. But he does the song, and on the Drake side, people are like, oh, see, he killed Drake, game over. But then if he didn't do Not Like Us, people would be like, oh, see, Drake's whack. He sued him, and now he can't do it. This is not hip hop. So like either way you do it, it's not gonna.
This has nothing to do with Not Like Us. I knew that song was getting played regardless.
Yeah.
This was just the overall performance lacked any type of enthusiasm, any type of element of surprise, any type of moment.
That's where I was going next. So if Kendrick brought people out, people were gonna say, see, he can't do it by himself. He had to bring this person. He had to bring that person.
I don't believe a lot of people can do it by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't believe Beyonce, respectfully, but Beyonce couldn't even do it by herself. And Beyonce brought out Destiny's Child. Yeah. They literally popped out from the ground.
Yeah.
Like, with all due respect, I don't think any artist can really hold it down by themselves.
And I agree. And whether it was like a ego thing, like I want to do this on my own, or like you say, it was a tour thing, it's just going to be me and SZA. I don't think it was the best decision either.
It wasn't.
I think he could have
because SZA was there lip syncing very clearly and not even trying to hide her lip sync.
And if it was something that was meant to promote the tour, like they should have done more than just all the lights, all the stars or whatever.
She could have given us snooze.
She could have given us a medley or something like that.
They did Luther and all the stars.
She should have gotten a snooze or a medley or at least one more if you're really doing the tour. And it's like it really was the direction and the decision to be like, okay, we're gonna promote GNX and we're gonna put one on this dude's head top. Like we're gonna take a shot. And that I kind of think that came at the expense of a better performance. Because I wanted to see Backseat Freestyle. I wanted to see those big hits.
But also what I think too is the people that were saying Kendrick didn't do his biggest hits. I think the people that dissed the Pop Out and said, man, Kendrick's music's trash. Nobody wants to listen to all of this. Kendrick,
I thoroughly enjoyed the Pop Out.
There's nothing that Kendrick could have done on that stage to make the people that dislike Kendrick say that was a good performance.
That was a good performance, though. Like, no doubt. The Pop Out was undeniably a great show.
He might be just more of was that an arena that the Pop Out was out?
It was.
It was the forum.
It was the forum.
But it was also
he might be more of an arena.
No, but it was also longer. We forget this is the Super Bowl is 11 minutes. If you have an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah,
but also with the Pop Out, people were popping out. It wasn't Kendrick alone for an hour and a half. You had Tyler. He brought out Schoolboy Q. He brought out Absol. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
and it's hard. I think it's also hard because, like, even the way they were trying to make it seem like, how like the arena was dead while he was performing. I argue that that's probably what happens for a majority of the Super Bowls that aren't like Katy Perry and Bruno Mars. Because like, look at the people that you're looking at. So like middle-aged white people. Like there was in no world where they were about to jump up and down for Kendrick. Like that was never going to happen.
People spending racks for Super Bowl tickets.
I will say this, like just reading into it a little bit, ever since Apple took over, because I don't know when they did, a few years ago. It used to be Pepsi before.
Yeah.
It used to be the Pepsi halftime show. Ever since Apple took over, the whole production now is, because they use pre-recordings and everything, the whole production now is catered.
For the stream.
Yeah, it's essentially catered to like a music video.
Yeah. Because even and like he was saying, like the shots were really nice. Like it was shot very well, but you could tell that the way that they're shooting it, if you're watching this in the stands, it doesn't look good to you. It's not going to you,
yeah.
Like, it's not just a grand stage, you singing to the crowd. It's you singing to the camera for everyone else at home.
And a big part of the reason why they're doing that and why it's set up like that, and that's the format of the show now, and I'm sure we're going to see this happen with this Kendrick performance, is that when you do that type of production for the halftime show, you make it eligible for the Emmys.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Dre in the Snoop performance, I'm pretty sure won an Emmy or at least was nominated for an Emmy award.
Emmy?
Yeah, TV.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what the exact category that it makes it eligible for, but when you do it that way, you make it eligible for that. And you know how they love to give, Kenny all these awards, right?
Just open his mouth.
It's gonna be it's gonna I'm don't doubt that it's gonna get an award for all.
Also, I've kind of gotten tired of the word mid on the internet. I feel like it's a very empty word and a word that's like being used to replace. I think it's one of those, I think mid's like sassy. Like, you know, girls
Getting
say
misused.
sassy, but they
Yeah.
really mean gay.
Yeah.
But mid is just
And it's
like,
like, I
it's,
feel like
it wasn't
pig-
good and it wasn't bad. It
But
was
I
just
feel like
there.
people say mid when
You're
they
saying
want to.
it has a more negative
It has
connotation.
a more
now.
negative connotation. You're not genuinely
agree
saying,
with that.
I think this was an Irish performance. It's like you want to say it's trash, but you're just saying it's mid
They say-
because you
they
have no
mean-
real basis for why you're saying
They
this.
mean 5 out of 10 when really mid means like 7 and 6.5 out of 10.
Like, there's
No,
other
mid
words.
is not a 6
Nah.
out of 6
If
out
I-
of 10.
Because
Mid, that's what mid kind of is.
If something is mid, it's just passing. It's like 5 out of 10.
Okay,
it's
so
a
then it is.
I
passing
think it's
mark.
like mid.
You almost failed then.
It's
Yeah.
like a mid.
Mid.
Mid
Then it
has a
should be
negative.
a negative connotation. That's not a good thing.
Yeah,
Well,
mid.
to me, he got a 50%. He got a 5 out of 10.
Mid has a
Maybe
negative
6.
connotation.
To me, mid is kind of like whatever. Okay,
Mid is a negative
Decent,
connotation. Nah, because
I
if you,
guess.
because if
Passable.
you,
What about if she said it's okay?
I feel like that's better because
Yeah.
then you that opens more of a conversation. Like, why do you think it's
That's
okay?
just pandering to you wanting to sound more positive.
No, but it's not because Zoe, if you said, "Hey, I took this picture and I want to post it on Instagram. What do you think of it?" and I said it's mid, your feelings would be hurt.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn, it's not a good photo.
But if I said it's all right,
It's
you're
still
gonna
not a good photo.
But you're less like you take less offense to me saying it's okay than saying it's mid.
no, I would still be like, both are not good. If your reaction isn't, oh, it's fire, yeah, post it. Then I'd be like, "Ruh, okay, I'm not posting it.
And I have no problem with people having like negative reviews, but I feel like if you're gonna have a negative review, actually have reasons why you're saying these things. Don't just say, "Oh, this is trash. Oh, this was whack."
But
and
you-
I think
yeah.
also it was like
full circle.
it was weird because it's like Kendrick was held to, and I'm definitely not caping for Kendrick at all. I have no horse in this race. I feel like Kendrick was kind of held to a standard that was kind of unattainable, where it's like, I saw people saying, yeah, he should have done the hits. But then I also saw people saying, oh, Kendrick's supposed to be this social figure. He made no political statements. He didn't make his art and fancy. So it's like, how do you want him to do hits, but also perform this visual masterpiece while also making political statements and being pro-black? Like, all of those things don't mesh.
I disagree. I think within the framework of Samuel Jackson interjecting and telling him to do all these things, he could have interspersed better songs, bigger songs. And also, the stage setup was pretty basic. Like, they had contrasting colors here and there or whatever, but it didn't feel grandiose. It didn't feel big.
It also felt like, it kind of felt like Rihanna's show a little bit.
Yeah.
And Rihanna's wasn't as grandiose either because when she was pregnant, so she couldn't do as much. She relied on the dancers a lot.
It's some fireworks, some something, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
it was lacking. It was really, really lacking.
That's fair.
something.
Usually,
I thought it was cool,
but
but
or what's called, usually how I'm like, I make noise. I'm like, oh my god. Or I'm like, "Da, da, da." I did not make one sound.
Like the
Yeah.
weekend,
But-
like I like what he was doing.
Yeah.
His
yeah,
production
it was more
crazy.
wide.
It was way
I'm just
crazier.
saying what I'm saying because I feel like 80% of people watching weren't watching with like an unbiased view. It's like half the people.
I disagree again.
No, but it's
because
like this.
You're talking about like rap
The people
fans
involved, yeah, I'm
that
talking about the people.
But like the world watches the Super Bowl.
Yes,
like
but
you
I'm-
need to put on a show for everybody.
Yes, but I'm arguing that the majority of people giving their reviews online are not just
That's real.
the common people. It's
That's
the people in the culture.
But I talked,
I
for
feel like
example,
half-
I talked to people at work about it, majority white people, and they were like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
But this is the thing with those same white people, who would they have said would have done a good job? Like these people that
they
don't.
said they liked Usher.
Yeah, but
Like that
Usher-
came up a lot. They were like,
But
oh
you
yeah,
can't
there was,
compare
Usher was
Usher
really
and
good.
Kendrick. This is
Do
an
you- I
R&B
bet you-
legend.
Comparison you have. He's the only.
We should be able to.
But that's what I'm saying,
They like
though.
the Dre and 50 and Snoop set.
Possibly.
they
No,
knew
that's
some of
not
them songs.
possibly. They definitely did. Well, a lot of those songs are legendary songs.
They knew
Yeah,
them songs,
legendary songs.
Like,
yeah.
come on.
That's
So-
what I'm saying. It's weird because
If
what
he
I was
has a
gonna
tough
say.
job because nobody knows his songs, then
No, that's
is
not
it the
what I'm
job
saying.
for
Is
you?
it the job for you?
No, that's not what I'm
It's okay,
saying.
no,
I'm
no,
saying
land.
I think half the people were watching it leaned back with their arms folded like this,
Yeah.
analyzing it, and the other half of people were watching it with their eyes glued to the TV with their eyes wide open.
Yeah.
So there's no changing both those people's minds on anything. So
I
then-
agree with you. I agree with you.
So then you go to the middle consumer, and that middle consumer, to your point, is probably not the biggest Kendrick fan anyways. So it's fair for them to say, it wasn't like that because he's not their artist. So you could argue that maybe he shouldn't have done
With
it.
all due respect, because we're beating the dead horse, he just didn't have the bag. At the end of the day, he just did not have the bag.
He didn't perform the bag.
Yes. You can say that.
You
He
can
didn't-
say that.
He didn't perform the bag, and what kind of screwed him over is that he went into his bag, his Super Bowl bag for his first Super Bowl show, and his bag isn't deep enough for him to do a double.
He didn't have a
appearance.
bag left.
There you go. He didn't have a bag left.
I want to ask you about something, but I do think, I will say, kind of tipping my hat to him in the sense that you were supposed to put on this crazy, grandiose show, and you used it to shit on your op and promote your album. That's kind of like,
No.
man, like you like, that's bold. I don't know if like, that's how I would go about it.
I can't co-sign it.
There was though a leaked set list and audio of this whole show, and it seemed that there was a lot of people, one podcaster in particular that was very skeptical and in disbelief about this leaked audio. That was leaked by AK, I'm pretty sure, and when it came out, I'm pretty sure it was bar for bar, word for
It
word,
was exactly what it was.
And he was, kind of talking his shit after too, like, don't trust these journalists. I am the source. Like, I know these things. The dude in the arena was a chat nigga. Like, I am out here. It was very.
Can you just say who you're talking about?
academics?
Okay, yeah, because some people.
I said AK.
Oh, okay,
It
my
was leaked
bad.
by
And,
AK.
and then Joe
But
Budden as
you
well.
didn't say
no?
Joe Budden though.
Oh yeah, the one
It was
podcaster.
Joe Budden.
And yeah, no, I was getting to that. And
my
Joe, the
fault.
one podcaster in particular, Joe Budden, who went on a long rant just about why this is bullshit, why people just put up whatever and are faking, headlines and everything, and it turned out to be real, like bar for bar. I see you said you had a lot to say about this.
Well, I would want to know what Joe Budden has to say now. Because Joe Budden had a lot to say. This is the worst Settlers ever seen. Whoever leaked this is an idiot. They don't know Kendrick would never do this. This is so idiotic. Why am I seeing Luther on here? Why am I seeing all these shots? But that is exactly what Kendrick Lamar did.
And I
So
thought the
is
same
Joe
thing,
Budden
though.
going to eat his words?
Probably. He's gonna.
Does
have
Joe
to.
Budden ever eat his words? I don't know. I don't watch his show.
No, he doubles down. Always.
Yeah, he'll find a way probably to.
Well, doubling down in this case would be.
Doubling down
yeah.
is calling Kendrick Lamar and his team idiots.
Did you guys see that set list and think that it was bullshit too?
I didn't see it.
I didn't even see it.
I saw that and thought the same thing. That it was like,
There's no way he's gonna do that?
What like hip hop DX writer, put this together or something,
And that was the
Shout out
exact
to
set
Bob
list.
Dylan.
I mean, outside from Kendrick and outside from SZA, they also were hyping up, before we move on, because I don't want to harp on this too long.
Yeah.
They were hyping up, oh my God, there's going to be a surprise appearance.
Were
People
they?
were, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And the
I'm
surprise
tapped out.
was-
People
I'm
were
tapped
like,
out.
oh my God, it's going to be Baby Keem. People were like, oh my God, it's going to be Tyler the Creator. 'Cause Tyler the Creator had commented, I think, on a post.
Or Nas. I saw Nas.
People were like, oh my God, it
floating
might be Nas.
Those are all great options. What was he doing?
People are like, yeah, it's either going to be Baby Keem, it's going to be Tyler the
Baby Keem
Creator.
is not a great
It's going to be Nas.
Family Ties is better than what he's dropped. But
It's
keep
going to
going.
be Nas.
But
People
that
thought,
same-
oh, it's going to be like Lil Wayne. But I'm like, he would never do Lil Wayne.
There were odds
Yeah.
betting for it to be Drake.
Yeah, people were like, what? Yes, because people were really harping on surprise performance. Like, guys, it was a real thing. Like,
You could have
surprise
bet for
appearance.
Drake to be the surprise.
That's
guest.
crazy.
And
That would have been like
the
plus
surprise
10,000.
appearance was Serena Williams crip walking.
Oh, I thought no surprise appearance came. Oh, so that's what they meant.
Yeah.
That's what
It
they
was Serena
meant.
Williams.
Ah. Wow.
And I
whoever
was
dragged that-
so
But
unimpressed. So unimpressed. And maybe like at first I was like, yo, that's so whack. Like that's so
As
whack
soon
to
as you
me.
saw it, you said
as
that?
soon as I saw it, I looked at my homie and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing right now?
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
also see, like, I see both sides. Because I saw what she said, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, she had crip walked when she won the Olympics in 2012, right? And then she actually got scrutinized for it, for, like, bringing gang culture to the Olympics. So when she won the 2012 Olympics, she crip walked to celebrate. And it was, like, a big moment. But then people started, criticizing her for controversy, blah, blah, blah. So when she said that when she got the call to do her celebration dance at the Super Bowl, she couldn't pass it up. Okay, I kind of get it. But my thing is, if this beef with Drake never happened, do you think Kendrick Lamar is calling Serena Williams a crip walk?
No.
no.
I don't think he's calling her to do it, but I think she would have still done it if he called her.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes,
But it
that's
did-
what I
yes.
mean.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have happened.
The fact that, and like I said, the context and, it means everything. The fact that this was a time where Kendrick Lamar has a very public beef with someone that you used to be romantically linked to, for you to go, yes, it's a great opportunity, but then for you to go crip walk on that stage, the note that's going to come out of it. You know the story's going to be written. So to me, it's like, I personally wouldn't have done, I would have pulled a Rihanna. Like, Drake's been crying about Rihanna for how long? She doesn't acknowledge him at all. You know what I'm saying? I would have just been like, I'm good. Because I know what the perception is going to be. I know the perception why you're asking me to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I would have been like, I'm good because I know it's gonna be you want me to crip walk on stage to the song that you made about my ex who dissed my husband.
Right. No way Rihanna's saying yes to that. Yeah.
No, no, not at all. And
Serena,
like,
on the other hand.
like it was just like why? Like
idea.
and people are like, oh well, Drake shot at her husband first. Okay, cool, but like, bro, I'm married with kids. You're still crying about me. I have nothing left to give you. You know what I mean? So to me, I would have just let it rock.
Yeah. There is like a. Should I even bring this up? But there is like a kind of like a negative, and I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh, with her sister?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I don't like that. I don't like
what-
that either. You can tell people what you're talking about if you want to.
Yeah. So essentially, her sister got murdered by the Southside Crips. The same.
Years ago.
Not that long. Well, it was like 2012. Some
I swear it was much longer
I thought
than
it was
that.
like
or my bad.
I
My
don't
bad.
think
Early
I'll
2000s, maybe. My
Yeah.
bad. So yeah. Just confirm when it happened. But it's when they were already famous though.
Yeah. And then people were saying, "Oh, you're
Yeah. So
crip walking," but that and see, this is the part that I don't like because, like you
2003.
said,
2003.
Yeah,
my
okay.
bad.
this is the part that I don't.
But they're
like.
already famous though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the part that I don't like about people like the stands because, like you said, when she crip walked at Wimbledon, everyone loved it. No one brought this up at all then,
Well, no, you said it was controversial when she.
but
did
not from
Not
the
for that
culture.
reason, though.
Oh, not from the culture.
People
Oh, from
thought
white
it was
people.
too
Exactly.
ghetto.
Oh, okay,
but people
okay,
weren't saying, "Oh, your sister." Back
Right.
then, everyone loved it.
Yeah.
But now because it's against Drake,
That's
people
real.
are trying to bring this up. I don't like
Yeah.
that. And if it was my wife, I would suggest her not to do it. I don't think it was a good idea.
Yeah, if I was her husband, I wouldn't be happy about that.
I wouldn't suggest her to do it. But also, I would give a little pushback because I know you, and I feel like if you're married and someone shot at your husband, you're firing back at them. It might not be going on stage,
Yeah.
but I think you will fire back at them. And if this is her way of firing back, then it's like, I don't agree with it, but like,
It's your get back.
it's her get back. Cause you would do something. You might not go on a
All the way
stage.
there.
It could be a tweet. It could be a whatever. It could be something else, but you would do something. I don't
I
think.
mean,
Like if
I
this
don't
was a level 10, you'd be like a level 7.
like. I don't
No,
think you would just
I
let
feel
it
like the
slide.
most that would be is like a tweet, like laughing emojis.
yeah.
okay, fair.
You know what I mean? Like,
Kill-
bro,
kill
like
him with
I'm
commas.
locked in with this man. Like I said, I have kids. I'm married to. Isn't he like almost a billionaire? Like, isn't he
Yeah.
rich, super rich? Like, bro, why am
That
I
was
going?
the funniest part too. So
Like, why am I going back and forth with this guy?
That was the
Like, you
funniest
know what I'm saying?
part
Like, I'm not
too.
trying to make a
Yeah.
statement for Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is dead.
So
Yeah.
is this like a bad look on her then?
I personally thought I didn't like it. That's my personal opinion.
I wouldn't call it a bad look, but you can disagree.
It was
with
corny. I thought it was corny.
But even that too, I feel like the only difference between, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
That's
but
like
I
Georgia
feel-
Smith going on there and singing. Like, what are you doing?
No,
Yeah.
but he didn't diss Georgia Smith though.
Yeah, he
Or
didn't diss Georgia
Smith's-
Smith's
Well,
husband.
he cries about Georgia Smith, and
Yeah.
he does diss
True,
Georgia
true,
Smith's
true.
girl-
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I feel like the only difference between corny and petty is if you like the person. Everything that you call petty, you can say is corny.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's corny and petty.
So it's
It's both.
like you either call it corny if you're not really feeling them, or you'll say, "Oh, they're so petty." If you like them,
Can I give you another term? Is
Mm-hmm.
it hypocritical because of who her husband is?
what do you mean?
They not like us.
Oh, people are
They
saying that
not
too.
like
You're saying they not like us, and your husband
a
is
white
white.
billionaire.
I guess depends on how you look at it, but I think that's what I'm saying. This whole thing has gotten so like blown out of
There's
proportion.
so many paths to this observation. now.
Exactly,
Like,
because like
I see
if
what
they,
you're
It has to be
saying.
morally consistent. What you're
because
doing?
no, but like
I-
if they not like us started with you OVO guys specifically are not like us,
Is
and
that
then
what
it's
he's saying though?
But this is what I'm
because
saying
even
though.
my mom, and bless my mom's heart, my mom is so old and behind. When we're trying to discuss like they not like us, and she was like, "Who is he talking about when he
Yeah.
says they?" And I'm like, people are interpreting it as like if you're not Black American, if you're Canadian, whatever. And she was like, "Well, I don't want to be like them if that's what it means."
But-
and if you look at our comments, the last video we posted about Kendrick. Every one of those comments who are Black American and against Drake are like, oh, they're Canadian. They're not like, that's the full comment section.
Some of that stuff was kind of funny. When they said, "You guys stick to the Junos, don't worry about us," that's funny.
So I
But-
mean,
Stay out of
it's already,
Americans'
he
business.
might not have meant it that way, but it is being fueled in that way.
and that's why I'm saying it turned not fun anymore.
But I'm saying,
'Cause
I
if it
think
goes
he meant
from-
it that way.
Because
I think
if
he
it
meant it that
goes
way
from
too.
Like if it like keeps snowballing, if it's say it starts as us LA guys, you OVO guys aren't like us, and then it turned into California versus Toronto, and then it turned into America versus Canada, and then it turned into Black Americans versus Black Canadian. Like this just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Kendrick has a Pulitzer. He knew what he was doing. How about that?
Absolutely.
Explain this
Might have
line.
an Emmy soon. Too.
Explain this line to me, right? When he was like, I'm glad you guys don't have DeRozan anymore.
I'm
And
glad
he's-
DeRozan came home.
And
Y'all didn't.
what does that mean? Came home. He went to the Spurs.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah, you got a point.
Okay.
Came home to
He said-
America.
Yeah, he said it in that song.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think if you're, let's move on. I think if you're not Black American and you're not from America, and you really rock with not like us, like you're stupid. Because he's actually talking about you.
Yeah.
Like he's actually
And
talking about
it's going to be 80% white people at
Like, don't get me
Scotiabank
wrong,
or
it's a
Rocky
banger.
Ford.
I can admit that.
So yeah,
100%.
so
I can admit
can the
it's a
two things be true?
I can admit it's a banger. You know, it's a good song. But am I gonna ride that song and rock it? Hell no. What?
Now
He's
because you have a
literally talking
different
about me.
because you have a different
Or
point
he's
of
talking
view.
about, you know, he's inciting this narrative of divide.
Right.
They not like us. So how, if you are the they, why would you be bigging up that song? Why would you be creep up into that song? They are saying, yo, you are not one of us. You are not welcome here.
Trezor's from LA, that's why.
You are not welcome here, yet you are really writing for that song. Why? I can say it's a good song. I can bop my head to it, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
So
spin
does
it, spin it.
So does it just depend on who like takes it upon himself, like who embodies the song? Because like say Trump and all the MAGA people, this is now their theme song.
Yo, do you guys know who Alex Jones is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, that guy was bumping Not Like Us the day after.
Oh, so
Are you
this is the thing,
serious?
though, and this is what
On
this
his
isn't
show.
good. No.
On his show. And on the
I didn't know
show,
that.
he said Barack Obama Not Like Us. Yo, are you serious?
Exactly. This is
promise
But this is what I'm saying.
absolutely not.
I promise
No,
you.
Trudeau needs to get active. This is crazy.
That's it. It's over. That's
See,
it.
but this is what I'm saying because I
That's
agree with
terrifying.
you. At the core, I agree with you, but I just think it's so easy to stick this on anything that you want to divide. It's like, where does it stop?
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're not like us, and now it's the African people beefing Caribbean people.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
Caribbean, you can't listen to this. If you rock with like you know, like where does it stop?
Yeah.
I mean, he's genius. He made it to that point now.
This is why I want to wrap this up. We need to
Yeah.
wrap
Yeah.
this up.
Let's wrap it up.
We need to wrap it up.
Yeah,
please.
that's what I was texting you. I can't wait to not talk about this again until he performs it in Toronto.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really sold to now attend the concert. I mean, I didn't buy a ticket, but
Yeah, you better not, dog. You better not. You better relax.
I'm not really sold to
Yeah.
attend the show. I'm definitely not paying those ticket prices. That's for sure. They're like 600 plus. I'm definitely not paying.
If you go on paging you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Even just from the point of, I just want to see what going on. I don't want to be fast.
Nah.
What if it's free?
Nah.
Where is Shiesty?
I just want to be
If
fast.
they pay you, then
If they pay me.
I'd allow you. I'd allow
If they
you.
pay
If they pay me,
Yeah.
but I can't just go in there and just like, yo, what's happening here?
Nah, man.
That's crazy. Anyways, let's move on. Montoya! Montoya, por favor!
Por favor, Montoya.
One of the most talked about reality shows, one of the GOATs. I've been telling people to
Same.
watch Temptation Island for the
Same.
past like 3 years.
Same.
Okay? Now they took it. It's Temptation Island, but the Spanish version.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the show.
I
That's
agree
what
with
that
Zoe.
is. So it's temptation.
Yeah.
Me and Tresor have been telling y'all.
This is reality TV gold.
Temptation
Like,
Island is peak reality TV, and y'all weren't hearing us.
Whoever thought of this premise is a sick individual.
Yes, do you guys know what to do? Have we explained it to you guys?
You
no.
explained it before.
Yeah,
Watch
I
your
know what
partner
it is.
go.
So for everyone who's new and doesn't know about Montoya and Anita, the Temptation Island is when you and your partner go to an island, and you guys could either have been, a new partner or new couple. Sorry, you could have been together for a long time. You could have been high school sweethearts. You could have been going through a rough time. Whatever. Maybe one person's too clingy. You don't know, but basically, you're going to test your relationship. You go to Temptation Island, and say it's like 4 couples. So right, say all of us go to Temptation Island. We all bring our partners. They separate us, right? They bring the guys in one villa, and they bring in like 7 new girls. and they put the girls in one villa and they bring in 7 new guys. And basically, you're getting tempted, right? So if you love your girl, you're gonna stay loyal. You're not gonna feed the temptation. If you're skeptical or you want to test things out, then you're gonna start, testing the waters.
Hell yeah.
A viral clip is going all around now. And it's funny because it's going viral across the world. I think it has like 160 million views already and counting. It's going viral across the world to mainly people who do not speak Spanish.
But wait, you missed the main part of it though.
What?
Once
yes.
a week, you get to watch what your partner is doing in the other villa. So
Yes.
they'll gather you and you watch it. And of course, they're going to show you like the
The
craziest
So like
parts
a
of what.
highlight tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
A
Oh,
highlight tape
of your
of
girl
what
cheating.
they've been
Oh my
doing
God.
on the other side.
Yeah. So yes, that is a really important part. Once or twice a week, you go. What are they called? They're called bonfires.
Bonfires.
Once or twice a week, you go to a bonfire, and all of you get to watch on this like iPad what your partner's doing in the other villa. You can choose to watch it alone in private.
No. Remember, this is why I'm saying they're sick. You could do that in season 1. After season 1, they took away the ability for you to watch on your own. Now you have to watch it in front of everybody.
In front of everybody, including like
All the boys.
Yeah.
In the first season, you could choose to watch it alone on the iPad.
Right.
And with AirPods in or like earphones in.
Now you have to watch it in front of everyone else.
Oh, that's
So for example,
so
if your girl's getting clapped and you don't want to like obviously have your whole team of guys see your girl getting clapped, you can choose to watch it alone.
Right.
But yeah, just sort of
Like
they
Bird
took,
Box, they hold their eyes open. You need to see. Like,
so
So
they
I'm
took
watching
it-
a highlight tape of my girl getting clapped while all my
it
boys
isn't
are in
that
the
you're
back.
getting clapped, it's whatever
It's
she's
just
doing over
whatever's
there.
going on.
That's
Some
insane.
people do nothing.
Yeah,
and
some
you
people,
see
they do nothing.
some people are
Of
faithful.
course, but like if
Yeah.
you see the worst, you're gonna see the worst.
Yes.
Oh, that's insane.
Yes.
I just thought it was like a cuck show.
No. So the reason
I mean, it kind of
Yeah, it
is
can
at
be,
that
it can
point.
be.
So the reason now why Montoya is going viral, and I gotta tell you, there's not one lick of English, and I knew exactly what was going on every single clip. So the first clip that went viral was, he's watching his girl. She's in the bed with the guy, like literally like night camera vision.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like black and white. She's in the bed with the guy. They start fucking.
Yeah.
And he starts to crash out, like he loses his shit to the point where he runs. Like I also didn't know the villas were that close. Maybe the
Yeah.
Spanish version is he literally runs
Down the beach.
down the beach. It looks like he's running on water.
It was beautifully cinematic. Yeah.
Yes.
And
you
props
see
to
how
the cameraman for keeping up
you
with
see
it.
how Maury Provich commented
Yeah.
on the TikTok, like I see my cameraman is back in business or like that, or like got a
That
new
is
job.
Crazy.
They were
Yeah.
running. And imagine, like, the type of cameras that they're probably carrying, that probably was not easy. He's wearing a
heavy.
whole
All of that
vest.
was the
Like,
hardest.
you
Like,
have to
like,
run
yeah.
down the beach.
See, yeah, you know. No,
You
that's
have to
tough.
run down and
And it was steady. Like it wasn't like it was like shaky. Sometimes on like Maury Provich or Jay Springer gets shaky.
Yeah,
It
so
was
it's
like a
probably- it's
steady.
on a
Those
gimbal.
are crane arms that they have to hold with
Yeah.
the vest, with the
Yeah.
heavy duty camera, and run.
But what I'm thinking is Montoya was running down the beach. If that beach isn't long and the cameraman is running like in the grass over rocks and stuff, that's tough. If it's not a smooth surface,
Right.
He's crashing.
that's crazy.
It's really difficult for me to wrap my head around it being like just existing in that sense, because it's like they get him where he falls to his knees, the water goes up on him, and like there's lightning in the background and everything.
The environment-
the way that they
There was,
produced it.
bro.
No, there
The-
was. It was kind of
there
like, no,
was-
this isn't real. There's no way. This is
The
choreographed.
environment was a paid actor, bro.
Yeah,
the environment was perfect.
start lightning.
And there was lightning.
Was there
It
lightning?
was
And I'm like, this isn't
raining.
real.
Shut the fuck up.
This isn't real.
He was
Lightning?
running down the beach. It went. The water splashed up on him. He fell to his knees. The moon is beaming on him perfectly. Like,
Yeah, and it was the moon out too. Yeah.
bro,
Oh,
it
and this
was
is reality
amazing.
TV. What the
The meme, it is reality TV.
It is
The
amazing.
meme where he's laying on the beach in the water in the darkness.
He
I use
screams
that
to the
meme.
heavens.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
He
my!
The
ripped
way
his-
the lighting
he
reflects
ripped
off
his
the
shirt
ripped
top,
his
like,
shirt open. He was like,
Oh come on!
he dropped to his knees.
I promise you, if you see your girl, guys, if you saw your girl
Yeah,
get
yeah,
clapped,
yeah.
he
That's
was
bad.
clapping her shit. Yo,
He had her in
you know
cowgirl.
what? Man, clap your shit from under. Well, not you, but you
Cowgirl.
guys are doing it.
I got you.
Reverse
It was
cowgirl.
it was cowgirl,
but like
and he was.
is the one thrusting. Like it was like that. And he like boom, 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 boom.
And they were cutting back and forth between him running down the beach, her getting clapped, him running down the beach, her getting
That
clapped.
is fucking
Like you're crashing out, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
No,
so
I'm
you
not
can't
crying.
tell me if you didn't
Of
see your girl
course,
getting
of course,
clapped.
of course.
And
No,
the
you're-
red frame is
All right now. Okay.
Yeah, you're crashing
you're crashing out.
She said, "All right, chill."
Everyone
painting the
who's
picture.
acting like, oh, he's wild. I'm telling you guys, you're crashing.
No,
And
I'm-
I saw my
No one's
man
disagreeing.
beating another
No
girl
one's
shit up.
disagreeing.
What?
Those
I'm finding
disagree.
out what I'm
environment, the
capable
way
of.
you're
there's
describing
two-
it.
But the funny thing is there is 2 videos, and the first one I saw after the second one, but I think is a prelude, and I think explains why he crashed out so hard. The first video was, I believe, it was them kissing in the pool.
I think
And
I don't really
he
know
got
what's in
like
order.
mad. No, that was definitely first. He got like upset and he like kicked over the iPad. And the boys were like trying to console him. I think that was first, and
Right.
then they clapped, and that's why he
I thought
crashed.
he got a lap dance first.
But they clapped twice because there's another new clip
Oh,
where they
gosh.
clapped again and they zoom in on the headboard
no.
hitting the back of the thing.
Didn't he start by getting a lap dance and then this started
Yes,
everything?
I think he got a lap dance and then but he just got a lap dance. That was it. And I think the girl like fake went. She didn't actually go. Do you know when girls like go down, but they're actually going down? I think the girl
yeah.
like did that.
And they cut it.
And then they cut it. So then she thought maybe he got head, blah, blah. So then she made out with the guy.
She saw that and
Yeah.
then was
And
like,
then said,
"All
let
right,
me get my lick back. Let me make out with the guy.
Sometimes you slap somebody and then they want to kill your family.
Yeah.
that was one of those.
How
So-
long have you been together for?
I don't know how long. I don't know the details because it's literally all in Spanish and I can't find it.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it with English subtitles and I cannot find it.
What's the girl's name?
Her name's Anita. It's Anita and Montoya.
Anita Montoya.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
But it's literally like the biggest, most talked about like clip right now on social media. And like honestly, I don't judge it.
yeah,
You don't judge him.
warranted
That's-
No,
crash out.
I would crash out too.
Yeah, because there's some woman I seen that was like on Anita's side.
How?
Yeah, because he did it first and blah 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 and he blah blah and he was smacking the girl's butt in the pool. But like he messed up obviously, but she took it to hell.
Yeah.
Like obviously you took it. Like
You got
personally,
shoved and then you went to go and kill his family. Like,
Yes.
it's like
I wouldn't get clapped regardless, but just say like, let's just play with the theory. I would just do what he does. So if I see him kissing a guy or kissing a girl, okay, then I'll probably kiss a guy or
do it
whatever.
back. Okay.
If I see him, getting a lap dance, then I'll give a lap dance.
That's your mentality. If
yes.
you go to Temptation
but
Island.
I wouldn't like see him make out a girl and then get my cheeks clapped. That's OD.
Really?
I personally wouldn't.
you would just go tit for tat.
I would go tit for tat.
Yeah.
I'm watching the
Bun
video
feed
right
bun.
now. This is actually so.
But I
painful.
genuinely, like, in theory though, I wouldn't go tit for tat. Like I know me myself, I would. I'd be like, oh, it's dead. Like I would see that and I'd be like, it's dead. Maybe I'd have my fun now, but I knew that it'd be dead. I wouldn't do anything out of spite. It'd be dead.
Okay.
I agree.
Everything I do from now is just I'm having fun and I'm single.
Okay, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. Yeah.
But like I'm not doing things to
Trying to
now get
one-up
you
him.
mad.
Yeah.
You mess with that girl, it's dead on my side. Like literally, it's dead. So I'm having fun. And I'm single in this villa, and I might chat with you guys up and whatever.
what's your line on that show? If you were,
I'm not having sex on that show. Absolutely not.
No. What's your line for the man you come with? Like, what they have to do for you?
Don't
to be
do
like,
shit.
Nah, cause they'll do something.
No, don't do
Like,
shit.
they'll play some Latino music and he'll start dancing or something. Like, you know what
Okay,
I mean?
catch a bubble.
That's
Catch a
it.
bubble.
Oh wow.
Could
What?
you smack an ass like Chance the Rapper?
That was OD because that wasn't even Caribbean. He was adding some extra shit.
Maybe. No, I don't even like that either. No. And also, I remember there was one season where the girl's boyfriend, he wasn't doing too much, but then he like sucked the girl's toes and she was out.
Oh yeah, she was pissed.
That's,
She was
That's-
no,
pissed.
That's
no,
a
that's
lot.
valid.
Pissed.
She's
That
pissed
is-
at the
That's
toe
valid.
suck.
Like he was
Super
kind of tearing the line the whole season, and then the toe suck came and she was like, "What the fuck?" Like she
That's
was
where it
like,
became a problem.
that's when she was done.
What about laying?
just off the toe suck
What about laying down on one of those long chairs like this?
with the arm around?
Yeah,
That's intimate.
I don't like that.
that's done.
Why is your arm around?
I don't think that's warranted
The
of a
problem-
done.
It's a-
but
You
it's,
know the
it's-
problem with people
it's a
these
lot.
days? People in relationships are not strict enough.
Word.
Y'all are not strict enough.
Yeah.
Cause some girls like one thing about me, I don't like to pander to you know
and my
girls
guy
like,
look at
I'm
asses
not
together.
No. I'm not trying to pander to be the cool girlfriend. Nigga,
Right.
don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah, keep it
Some
in,
girls
man.
want to be like, oh, I'm cool. I let him, comment on girls' pics. Are you out of your fucking mind? Don't do that. Why are you commenting on girls' pics for? Are you crazy?
Commenting is crazy.
Are you crazy? Unless it's your homegirl and it's happy birthday prayer hands, why are you commenting on any girl's picture? Or have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
Haven't you lost it? Is it gone? Do you need me to go find it and bring it back to you? Because why would the hell would you be commenting hard eyes on a girl's photo?
Whoa.
And you're my man? Are you my man?
Nah, that nigga. Yeah. Any nigga like that wants to get caught.
Even if you're commenting fire emojis, what is so hot? What's hot? Are you hot? What's hot in here? Like, I don't like that shit.
Where it was
and some
taken?
girls like, oh yeah, I don't care. No, I care. I don't like that.
Comments are a bit far.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like I said, unless it's happy birthday or like if it's a joke and you comment like, oh,
Laughing emojis.
I'll sell her number or Bella's selling her number for, like stuff like that. You know, you sell my number, $10 per digit, some shit. That's fine. If it's his homegirl, whatever. Or like, happy birthday, fam. Cool.
Yeah.
But like, don't ever like comment that you are attracted to this woman.
Right. Don't even insinuate.
No.
it. Yeah,
What are we
that's
doing?
real.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah, my money bag stopped once I got cuffed.
Yeah. Like, are you crazy? And then it's, oh, now your man's out here. Are you crazy? Oh, it's always man's commenting on my pics.
Yeah, that's real.
Are you nuts?
just stick to liking stories, boys.
No, even that. Do
Girls don't like that either.
No bitch's story.
Girls don't
Do
like that either.
not like a bitch's story. Are you fucking crazy? I don't care what camera's on me. Do not. Listen, listen. That one pisses me off for real.
Word.
And people can act like, oh, she's insecure. I don't give. If this is a clip, I'm gonna fuck. People can act like, oh, she's insecure. Oh, no. I'm not insecure. But there's something about liking a woman's story when you have a girl. It gives off like only me and you can see this, and I think you're fine. Don't do that.
Right.
I see the vision, honestly.
Don't do that. I'd rather my man like the photos.
Right.
You know, if you see a pretty girl, you like the photo. Like the photo.
But what about if you have a philosophy that the only stories that you would like is something that you would like publicly?
What do you mean? No.
okay.
I'm telling you, there's a different connotation behind liking a story when you have a girl.
Is that how you internalize it?
100%. Because when I see niggas with girls like my stories, especially when it's certain stories, because don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
Post sometimes, I'm trying to put my shit on.
You're right.
You know,
Yeah.
my titties look good. I have a nice little, frame today. And my body looks good in a bikini. I'll post it.
Bad signal.
So no, it's not always a bad thing. I look good.
Oh, my bad.
So when niggas with girls like it, I'm like, yay, yo,
Relax.
relax. This is not
On the-
for you.
No.
On the
That's
story,
that's
or you
valid.
mean like a picture?
On the story.
Yeah.
As a story that I can see where
Story's
you're coming from.
crazy. For example, if I was in Jamaica, if any guy had a girl and liked my bikini photos in Jamaica, I'm looking at you a little sideways still. I'm not gonna say nothing,
Word.
but I'm looking at you sideways still.
No,
If
don't
it's
say
a
nothing.
picture of me on the beach and you like it, you have a girl, I don't care. It's a public photo. But when it's on the story, it feels a little intimate. I don't like that.
What about when you get a new hairdo?
Why are you liking that?
No, I'm saying like there's a difference in between.
What?
We can't like the
Just
fact that like
even
yo,
you getting
your
the
hair,
swivel? You can't even like you getting the swivel with the new hair.
Like if you got a new
Swivel.
yeah, new hairstyle I'm talking
Okay,
about.
you mean like I'm like, oh, I'm just showing up. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's what I'm saying.
On the story?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that aren't
But
even cool
even
with
that, I
that.
don't really like.
shit.
A lot of people
Even
aren't
that, I
even cool
don't
with that.
really
That I
like.
disagree with you on. That could be like, yo, I fuck with that style.
Girls are not jacking
Yeah,
that
I don't
still.
know.
Yeah, the story is a little
They're
The
not
story-
jacking that still.
because it's very private, and it's like if a tree falls in a forest, like if there's no one around to hear it,
Yeah.
So
See?
kind
I
of vibes.
I just don't like the stories.
Okay.
If it's maybe her and her mom.
It
Sure,
depends on what
maybe.
it is. If I'm liking a story, it has to be something very like wholesome
Or
or
if say it's
funny.
like a video, yeah, it's funny.
An achievement
Yeah.
on your behalf. So I'm like,
Yeah,
in-
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you graduated here, heart.
Nah, yeah, I agree with you.
You know?
Yeah. But I will say, like, when you're single, of course, Jazor, wasn't that like one of the greatest inventions in the history of social media?
Is the story
when they
like?
added the story like? Holy.
funny.
Because you can fake shoot all day.
Yeah, low key you could.
You don't give a fuck about no reply, no nothing.
Or the
You're
emoji
just-
replies. to the
Nah, emoji
story.
replies are OD because then it's like, should I respond? Should I not? I don't even want that.
I hear you.
That's
You just wanna poke your head out to
That's
show
it.
that I'm
That's
here.
it. Yeah. you.
I hear that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Keep doing
yeah,
you.
I hear that.
Shout out to
Planting
Mark Zuckerberg.
That's fair.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah,
Anyways, let's
That's
move
fair.
on.
So much rules for
Speaking of,
Instagram.
cheating and story liking, LiAngelo Ball left his family for dead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's good.
We don't know what happened.
That's good. Black power, right?
God damn.
That's why
Mucho.
everybody's rooting for the Eagles. No,
Holy
black
let's go,
love.
Mucho.
There we go. Now it's black love.
Because
Now LiAngelo got black love.
the new shorty is saying that the old baby mom's is racist,
She was-
right?
yeah, she was racist.
Actually, can we break down exact? Do you know
Yeah,
exactly?
gotta look at both sides.
So before we get into the messiness, from what was reported, Miss Nikki Baby, who I only know her from Love and Hip Hop. I don't know her from anything else. So Miss Nikki Baby, who was on Love and Hip Hop, is LiAngelo Ball's baby mother of 2 kids.
Yeah.
I think they have like a 1-year-old or maybe a 2-year-old, and then a daughter who was like, I don't know, a child who's like 2 months.
LiAngelo
newborn.
Ball, like the third brother of the Ball brothers, didn't make
yes.
it to the league. Has that song "Tweaker" out? That's hot right now. Yeah,
Yeah. So
lots of family wealth.
yes, LiAngelo Ball, who is
context.
everything that Clyde just said. He had a baby with Miss Nikki Baby, no pun intended. 2 kids. One is a
He had
newborn.
Miss Nikki's baby.
Yeah,
Yes.
one is a newborn, and then one is a toddler. And she posted on her Instagram, basically in summary, that LiAngelo Ball has left her and her kids for another woman. She had claimed that the other woman was also pregnant. She said that she was devastated. Oh, she deleted the post. She said that she was devastated. She's postpartum. She's going through a lot. She can't believe this.
Oh, she's postpartum right now?
Well, yeah, she gave
Oh,
birth
my fault. Let me take that back.
2 months. She
Right.
gave birth 2 months ago.
My bad.
Yeah, she's postpartum. She's dealing with a lot, but karma's real. Fuck you, basically, whatever. Then the girl responded. The new girl, LiAngelo's new girl, is black, right? She responded and was basically like, okay, Mucho's put if you're listening, Mucho just did the black power fist, but whatever. She responded basically saying like, that's not the case. Like there's, a story behind it. No one left their family. Basically said, you're not even with your kids, bitch. He didn't abandon anyone. She's like, yeah, there's more to the story, this, all this stuff. This is real, Ray Tay Tay. That he was single, he moved on, people move on. That's the story that she was giving. So I don't know what's real, what's not. But regardless of, and then Jello posts a photo of him and new girl together.
Real.
Stands on business on his story,
That way.
which I think is nasty work. But okay, Mucho, it's nasty work.
It is, but it matters what side you believe.
I believe in this woman just had a baby. Okay, 2 months ago.
That's true. So I guess it is nasty.
I personally believe that, and as a woman, I would not entertain or date or fuck with a guy who has a child that young.
So do you?
Please go take care of that baby.
That's-
Go
okay.
pump some milk.
Yeah.
Go wipe some booties. Go, diaper change. Go clean up, spit up. That is your job right now.
So do you think?
with you.
And I'm not saying that I think this at all. I'm posing the question. Okay. Do you think that if a relationship has turmoil after the pregnancy, you should just stick it out?
Focus with the relationship?
Yes.
No, but focus on the baby.
But part of that though, is basically that's almost like saying you can't leave the woman because of the situation that you guys are in right now. Because we don't know if, she's saying LiAngelo's not a good dad or whatever, but
That's what Miss
yeah,
Nikki
that's what
said.
she's alluding.
Yeah, she said
but
he's tweaking.
despite that,
No pun
I feel
intended.
I don't think there's a situation where you could make it sound palatable with you leaving your baby mom who just gave birth.
You can.
No matter how bad the relationship is.
But my thing is, even if they broke up and she was pregnant, okay, cool. We're no longer together, but you're pregnant. You have to co-parent.
so you got to get out before the baby comes out?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Okay, say they break up after she gives birth, right? It's obviously very terrible time. But say something happened, you can't, whatever. You still have to be locked in to a certain point to take care of this baby. So no, we're not romantically together, but we are heavily co-parenting.
Yeah, you got to stay in that miserable household.
Yes. Romantically,
for sure.
you know what? Romantically, we're not together.
And then you can't get a new girl.
No.
Because what if you're taking care of the baby, but you just got a new shorty now?
Also, what if
If you find a girl who's willing, sure, but I think that's a very, very rough waters.
What if your presence in like the reason there's so much turmoil is just so toxic and it's so bad to the point where just you being present is just
You
not.
can't stand to be around this girl.
Yeah, that
Your
type
head
of,
is
that
just
type of
hot.
dynamic. No, she can't stand him. So it's kind of like if you are there and present, you are causing her stress, and she's already postpartum. Just like
So I'm
you could be
leaving for
causing
you.
more negativity than not. But I don't know though. Also,
There's
if
no
it's a
way to
newborn,
spin that to
Yeah,
make
You gotta
sound
stay
good.
in that miserable household, man.
yeah.
You gotta stay in there.
For how long
The
though?
newborn won't know it's miserable.
don't-
I guess they just need their.
How long?
So, yeah, give me because you're this close to saying yay black love. So give me so give me the age where the baby you can say yay black love.
How long do you? How long you got to stay with the baby mom that you hate after she gave
Yeah.
birth?
You don't have to stay, hold on. Let me be very clear.
I don't know if I should be answering this. Yeah.
You don't have to stay with her.
Yeah.
Let me be very clear. You do not have to be romantically involved with her, but you have to be there for your child.
Agreed.
But because it's a newborn, you're going to be in the same vicinity. You know, if you have to help out, that means late nights. That means staying over. You have to be there for the baby.
When can he pop out? With
When
black
you
love?
have a hit song, and you got to be an
Why
all-star
can you bend
weekend.
the corner and swerve?
When can he bend the corner wall?
Yeah, what age for the baby? Postpartum's what, 6 months? Or is it another 9 months? Because
I mean, postpartum
it's
can last. It
prepartum,
can
which is
last.
9 months, and then
can
postpartum
last
is 9
for
months.
any
It can last a
how
long
for
time
every
because you can get postpartum depression.
How
like,
long's this depression shit?
yeah, come on.
Is what it sounded like.
Yeah. It can last. It can last. It takes a
That's not
woman
funny.
up to like a year or two.
A year
We
or
should
two?
laugh at that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's not-
I'm
So
sorry.
as soon
That's
as
not
the
funny.
baby could talk, no.
No, I don't think
Nah,
it should be
nah,
that.
you can move.
Because my thing is also like it shouldn't.
Because now that's her new friend. So now
See, but now
That's
isn't
her
that?
it's more companionship now.
But isn't that even worse then? If you stick with the baby mom that you hate for the 2 years, and then say he's cheating on her, that's gonna cause her more
But he's
stress
not
than if he just left.
He's not cheating on her because they're not together. It's just you have to just tightly co-parent. And I don't think you can tightly co-parent when you have a newborn and be dating.
Right.
It's like what's his name? Lawrence and Condola. What was his name? Condoleezza?
Condola?
Lawrence and Condola. Lawrence wasn't dating or didn't go back to Issa because he had a newborn. So they were co-parenting. Yes, it was messy, but like,
Yeah.
you have a newborn.
You got to be like Lawrence, whatever you just said.
Lawrence.
Lawrence and Condola.
Lawrence and
even if you have help,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
like
Oh, like if they have
you have the
nannies and shit?
resources.
Still, you gotta just tough it out at least for like a couple
Yeah.
months. And even if you do start dating, don't make it like hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Popping out.
I agree.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think you should be popping
Sneaky
out.
links only.
What?
Yeah, sneaky
Sneaky
links.
links only.
I don't think you should be popping out
Wow.
when the baby's 2 months with a new girl. That's crazy.
I can't lie. Like, God bless everybody who's a baby mother and baby father, but these dynamics are complicated, dog.
Word.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, that's crazy. But
That's why Michael Jackson said what he said.
The baby's not mine?
No,
I am not.
no.
What did Michael Jackson say?
If you can't feed the baby,
Oh.
then don't have the baby.
Oh,
I don't know this song.
which song was that?
That's
You wanna be started, start.
oh.
Be started, baby, do the doctor.
That shit was like mumble rap to me back then.
If you can't feed the baby, don't have the baby.
For real.
Michael Jackson said it. Y'all wasn't mad at him, but you're mad at me when I say it.
I didn't even realize that's where you were going. No idea.
thought it was
that was the direction you were going. I was so lost. I was like, what did
We're talking
Michael
about Billie
Jackson
Jean
say?
or some shit.
Yeah, I thought.
I knew
thought
the
you were
song.
like-
I did not expect those lyrics to just come out. I didn't even know those lyrics off the top of their head like that.
Yeah. He was agreeing with himself. If you can't feed the baby, yeah. Don't feed the baby, yeah.
You are an idiot. Anyways, let's move on. If a girl tells you guys to go deeper and you guys don't have any more dick to give, what is going through your head in that moment?
How much more do you want from me?
That might be the most
2 inches.
disrespectful thing that you could probably ever say to a human being.
But what if I don't know?
What do
What
you
do
mean
you
you
mean
don't know?
We don't know. When we tell you to go deeper, we don't know that you don't have any more. Are you guys crazy?
Oh, okay, true.
Like we're not like
You
usually
think
if
we're
you're
withholding?
well, sometimes you guys are withholding because there has been times if you tell a guy to go deeper and he does actually go deeper.
Word.
Okay.
So if I can't see and we're a missionary and I tell you to go deeper, I'm not dissing
Yeah,
because I really don't know how much more extension you got.
I just
control
feel like
See what I'm
that's,
saying?
Yeah.
that's probably just something
So you're kind of rolling the
shouldn't-
dice as a woman.
Yeah, I think that's probably just something you shouldn't say. Maybe just pull him closer.
Yeah.
But then if you pull him closer, there's no incline.
Then you know.
Then you know that's
you
all
go.
he has.
Then you know. That's
There
it.
should be a way for
nasty
you to
work.
know that he's
Yeah.
maximum.
That's less.
Max
that's
capacity.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've reached max load here.
Yeah. Positive messaging only.
I don't think there's a way to know that you're at max load without communicating.
I just
that
said
you're-
pull him closer.
But does that?
Or change positions.
What about if his dog? Yeah, she go.
Just pull him closer.
Yeah, you put.
Well, if
yeah.
it's doggy, then you have to tell him to go deeper.
You got to tell him, yeah.
I feel like if someone.
But no, if you're going on, you're giving all you got.
What do you mean?
That nigga trying, like,
Yeah, I feel like if you hear the clap, that's all.
That's it.
You can't. There's no clap if you're not pelvis to
Audio
cheek.
cues.
But you might not be all the way in with the clap though.
But you can't. It's impossible because the clap comes from the pelvis hitting whatever that is, and if the pelvis is hitting, we're all the way there.
Yeah, unless
I don't think
you
so.
want a different angle.
What do you mean you don't
Yeah, I'm
How do
saying
you-
if you're on a different angle,
Yeah.
then no.
If we're talking doggy, the pelvis to
If the
cheek,
pelvis
that's it.
claps, it's not always all the way in.
From what I guess it depends on the position, but main positions, that's how it would be. Because how do you clap how does a pelvis clap if her body is not reaching your pelvis?
She's
For
just saying-
sure,
she's
but
just
you-
saying adjust angle. That's
You
all
might
she's saying.
have a little, like at least maybe a
Maybe
little
like
bit.
a little, you got a little something.
That
something
little
left.
something go a long way when it comes to
Or if the guy's
vaginas.
fat.
What'd you say?
Or I said if,
If the guy's fat,
It's
yeah.
belly.
Yeah, that too. If you have belly,
Belly?
your belly's clapping way before your pieces.
Holy.
I'm not
So
familiar. I don't know.
There's niggas out there that's actually.
Mucho's sick right now.
I'm
He was
not-
like, "Oh yeah."
You love the Kanye rant this weekend.
Mucho said, "Ew."
So is that a double? It's like is that like a ricochet sound? Like a pow, pow.
I don't know. I never fucked a fat guy.
Belly first, then pelvis. Pow, pow.
Ew. I don't know. I've never fucked a fat guy. I don't know how it works.
I've never
Oh, really?
fucked a fat guy.
So you could
Why,
be fat. You could be fat phobic. All right.
I don't think I'm fat phobic. I've just never.
How
fucked a-
come? Are you not attracted to them?
We got her.
Open a shot case, Johnson.
We got her.
I know there's good-looking fat guys for sure. I definitely found good-looking. I definitely found fat men good-looking. I've
Right.
just never had sex with one.
Okay.
Right on.
That is
Soon
the
come.
question. Why?
You say soon come.
Soon come. Yeah.
Why?
So you could beat the allegations.
You beat the allegations.
All right, relax.
Why don't
relax.
you go have sex with a fat girl?
More cushion for the pushing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the streets are
And I
saying.
think it depends on how fat are we talking. Like, you know, I couldn't do like, with all due respect, like I couldn't do like my 600-pound life.
Real, you couldn't do Dank the Moss.
Who's that?
Oh no, that's a woman. My bad.
No, that.
But
Okay.
The lift lady.
yeah,
No, I know.
Yeah, but sorry. When it comes to men,
I couldn't do that size.
but you could do like O linemen.
No, she can't.
330.
Maybe, but I'm just scared. Like, am I gonna get crushed? That's 330 pounds is a lot. Even when a guy is like 200 pounds and he puts his weight on me, I'm like, so what?
Yeah. Niggas could be like asphyxiating women by accident.
Yeah,
No.
like 200, 220. Yeah.
Yeah.
When a 220 dead weights you after sex, you're definitely like,
Yeah. You got to definitely be smart. Smart about your positions.
what? You can't breathe.
Because I'm 215. I'm like, that's not fucking true.
Oh, Trey said I'm at the limit.
There's no way you collapse on your girl and she can still breathe. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Why are you like I'm obese? What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Nah,
Let's
but
keep it
holy
real.
shit.
There's no way you're collapsing on a girl and Trey, she can still breathe.
Even if you're D's, weight is weight.
Exactly.
Oh my
220 on your
God.
chest? Trey,
Oh
come
my
on.
god!
Your girl, she can't breathe. I know she can't breathe.
How do you know?
Because I know bro, what? Your girl's also fairly small. So if you dead weight her, like attempted murder, basically.
Attempted murder?
She can't breathe. I'm telling you right now, she can't breathe.
Okay.
No, guys, am I being rude?
Nah, you on an island right now.
Why am I being left for dead?
Nah, yeah, physically, you know what I mean.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So like, I
See?
actually,
Because
How do you not? Well, you
I
are.
never had someone
Trini on
that's
the bed
200.
doing push-ups. Who? He makes sure he doesn't have all the weight.
I've never had
Go
someone that's
push up
200
a little
pounds
bit.
put dead weight on me.
Exactly.
Like, I don't, so I can't contribute that well to this. I'm not leaving you for dead, so I don't
Like,
know.
you guys can't say because you guys don't get pounded.
Whoa,
And then you,
whoa.
All right, next topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
you guys don't have dead weight on you. Have you ever collapsed on a girl before?
Yeah, but I'm skinny.
Okay. That's true. There's no. Well, I mean, we know you 220, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm telling you,
it don't like weight is weight, whether you're D's or whatever. Like,
it's
shit'll
not in a
happen.
bad way. Just like I'm not saying I'm not calling you fat. I'm just saying that 220. If a girl is smaller than you, you feel constricted.
Yeah. So
yeah.
report back when you like deal with the own lineman.
I don't think I would ever go
No,
there.
we'll see
I don't know.
about
We'll see.
that.
I'm scared of that though.
The
300
the
pounds.
year's young. What we got next?
You're a sicko. This is why men are scared. You know, men are scared to ask me out because they're scared they're gonna get talked about on the podcast.
That makes sense.
I bet they are.
Fair.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah, like,
you
wait,
can't
you
lie. That
You
makes
think
sense.
that's crazy?
yes, because with all due respect,
You're pretty vague about recent.
thank you. There's a lot. I don't think people realize there's a lot of things I don't say on this show. Yes, I do say a lot for sure.
Right.
I have a
You
great
have like a
personality.
statutory limit.
But 100%, there's a lot of shit I refuse to talk about on here.
Right.
And that a lot of that has to do with like my current dating life.
What's
I
your
would-
statutory limit for those things?
I would say like if it's a story where it's like a bad story, I would say like a year or so.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty recent.
Really?
Yeah.
And if it's bad and they did something bad and they're bad or whatever, then like, fuck, like.
A year, I think, is a good amount of time. 365 days went by, and I can talk about this now.
Yeah, turn it on.
First of all, and I also don't put names on my bullets.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too.
Yeah.
But also, like, if I'm in a, like, if I would just never talk about current guys that I'm with, or I would never like talk about it. Like, I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But if it happened 2 years ago, I might let it fly. But like, come on, 2 years ago, get over it. Like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Could be something in code that gets mentioned about him, though, you know, like, even if it's not something bad, just I understand men probably not wanting their stuff put on Front Street or there being a high visibility to something, even if it's a story where their name isn't mentioned or like they see it, they know, you know, it's kind of like
But I don't even do that.
I know, I'm just...
See, look, Zoe's out here losing out on niggas because of the pod. Shout out to you, dog. Shout out to you, yeah.
But
Pod
also,
first.
I also don't like that because
There's a lot of clips, though, with stories of men and stuff, and, like, I think the context can
but
get
those are
removed.
old stories.
I know, I'm just saying that from, like, an outsider who doesn't listen to the audio all the way through and is a relentless diehard fan, which even in that scenario is kind of, you know, it could... I see the apprehension in that sense.
Oh, that's so pussy to me. Like, okay, come on. One, I don't talk about my current dating life on this podcast at all. Two, come on. Like, and when guys are like, oh my God, I don't want my girlfriend to have a platform. That is also rude.
I don't want my girlfriend to have a platform.
Yeah.
That's real. Niggas be
A
saying that.
podcast platform.
Yeah. But but niggas be saying I want to grow like 50 followers and shit too. They be saying shit like that.
Yeah, girls say that, guys say that. I think that's
And people like privacy, like...
Yes, you can have privacy and still have a platform. What?
yeah, you can.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No one knows what your sore girl is unless you know what your sore.
That's real.
So it's like you could definitely have privacy.
I
and
think
a
it depends.
platform.
I think it depends on what your content is. Like, if
Because you fight against it.
if my content was my life, it would be hard to do that and not include your partner. But because that's not my content, I could do that.
My content is not my life either.
I know that, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
Talk
it
about
isn't.
your life on here.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
it
but
isn't.
not-
We're talking about like streamers and vloggers. people like
Yeah,
that.
like there's no,
yeah.
like
no.
if you just vlog your day to day, and it's like if you're with your girl every day, there's no way your girl's not gonna be in your vlogs if you vlog your whole day every day. You know.
And my personal page, like you wouldn't, like I said, that personal page, none of this stuff is tied through. Ever.
if you had a man that like you like lived with and everything, actually that's kind of. If you had a man that you talk to and see every day and all your outside of work plans go through it, I feel like you're gonna have a tough time talking about what happened on the weekend and stories.
Well,
like,
I mean, you guys would know I have a man. I wouldn't hide him. But I wouldn't go like, oh, me and my man fought last night, or me and my man are going. I would never say that.
The scenario
Absolutely
I'm bringing
not.
up isn't the same as that. So anyway.
Yeah, no. But people would know I have a man. I would if I got. Actually, I don't even know if I wonder how long I'd hold out. I don't know if I would even tell people I had a man on the show.
Yeah, you would.
Because I'm saying it'd be impossible.
But it might come
eventually.
out naturally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eventually, that would be impossible. Like,
Yeah.
it would be difficult for you to talk about what happened to you in the last week.
And I think it's okay to tell a funny story that includes your partner.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why people are like, men are so scared. Like, oh my God, I'm scared to end up on the podcast. Like, first of all, you niggas are not that fun to end up on the podcast.
Women don't want a guy that has started a podcast. So, there's a lot of talk about that too, right?
I would date a guy who had a podcast if it was a good podcast.
Okay.
I think you're in the small majority.
Yeah, there's a lot
Small
of
minority.
men from podcasts. Make it
If he
illegal
had
for men to have podcasts.
if he had a good podcast and he wasn't a fool, I wouldn't be mad.
All right. Fair
But as long as you had a good podcast and you weren't a fool, like screaming and kicking like Joe Budden, then 100%.
No.
Imagine my man had a really sick ass sports podcast. I would love that. What?
Yeah.
You know those guys? Who are those guys who do the whiteboard and they like break down reality TV, but they're a sports podcast?
I don't know.
I'm not familiar.
Oh,
with
they're on my
that.
TikTok all the time. If they were like them, I would be so down. I would not mind at all.
They need to be lit too, or can it just be like a passion project podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
You
don't
just
think
get way more
Nah, I
downloads
think
than your
that's-
man's podcast.
I think that's unfair
okay?
of a standard that someone else has to be lit too.
Right. Any passion I see in somebody
Actually, you
else.
want to know what? I'll be real for a second. If my man said I want to start a podcast, I'll be sick.
Wait, are you
Why?
serious?
This is what why are we?
The truth comes out.
You might
Why?
be sick of
Yeah, most women would probably feel
Why?
the same way.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Because he's interested in it.
Why do you want to start one?
There's things he wants to talk about.
Because he's interested. Why did you want to
He's
start?
got things
one?
he needs to express. He wants a platform.
Why did I want to start one? I didn't. Clyde made me.
Yeah. So what if he did? His homie.
I made you start this podcast.
So what if his homie's like, yo, let's do a podcast?
No, I like that. When you do the panels and everything like that, and you tell the success story, and now we're introducing
Gotta
you,
start
so
like that.
I better hear that.
Anyone who
I wouldn't have done this if Clyde forced me.
Whenever I talk about the podcast, I always say it started with a DM from you. That's literally how this podcast started.
I've never heard that force I made.
Okay, I made you is a stretch. I'm not gonna lie, but
No, that's funny. I haven't heard that.
yeah, he played a big factor as to why this podcast even existed.
Yeah.
So that's why
what
it
if-
started.
Yeah, his homie said, yo, let's start a podcast, and now he wants to do it.
Can't be hit or
You're just trying to hold it for yourself?
No, I feel like I'd have to meet you when you already had the sports podcast, and I think it's cool.
Why?
So if he started
you
it
can't
after
build
he
from the
met
ground
you,
up.
then it's a problem?
You see how women are hypocrites?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
You
how they
can't
don't
help
like.
him build.
I mean, we would.
You can't help him build the pod.
well,
He
sure,
could.
if you dated someone like and they wanted to be a creator,
I would 100% help.
Yeah, support that for sure.
100%.
Unless it's like an OnlyFans creator.
Yeah.
where
no.
okay.
I
And you
just
see
think
how
with-
also
that's crazy.
And you see how also the girls be like, I want my man to put me on to stuff, and he needs to be helping me build and helping me X, Y, Z. Why you help him build?
You want to know why? Okay, you want to know something? I'll be very honest. If he had a really good vision for it and a plan, I would help. But I just don't want me and my guys have good combos all the time, so I just want to shoot the shit. No, because then you're gonna get into the category of fresh and fit. You know what I'm saying? Or like the categories of those like the male.
They get a little misogynist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then the male podcast can go very left.
Okay.
Very quickly. So as if he had a plan like, oh yeah, we're gonna do, sports and da-da-da, I'm ready to say, okay, cool, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, talk about dating, okay. Stress.
I can see where you could come
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's an unlikely outcome there where it's good for you.
But would you guys date a girl who had podcasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah. Depends on what the subject
know
is,
if
though.
It's hard for me to
Yeah.
have a hard and fast rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I would prefer.
If it was a sex pocket, it can. There's things that
Yeah,
can make
there's
it.
certain- I'm not a fan of the sex.
Would you date
podcast.
Lex or Drea from Poor Minds?
I don't think so.
Really?
They're funny though. There's
They
a
are
difference.
very
They seem
funny.
like
It's
cool
a
people
difference.
to have as friends.
Wow.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if it was like a hard yes or no, I feel like I think Poor Minds is different from like Horrible Decisions.
I agree.
Poor Minds, it's a little more open ended.
I can be a little bit more open with the Poor Minds kind of than a horror. Yeah, I'm thinking horrible decisions.
Because to hear about your girl pegging men is crazy.
Yeah.
So that's horrible decisions.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But I think Poor Minds, I think Jay,
They're funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they're kind of more probably closer to this than horrible decisions.
And you guys wouldn't date them?
What's the context?
Nothing. Like, say she liked you and you liked her. Would you pursue her?
I don't see a problem with that if like we align that way.
Yeah,
there's
like,
certain
see-
things that they've said that I don't necessarily agree with, so I don't think I would ever end up in that position. But
Say
were
you
in
met
the-
her and she's a really cool girl and you vibe with her and you actually like her as a person outside of her show.
Yeah, I don't think the show wouldn't be too much of an issue for me to not. Like it's not that OD.
So the show is not the core factor of why you would and would not.
Nah.
Okay.
The show's
you would
the show's
date them
not
in
heavy.
spite of it.
Yeah, the show is not that heavy. Like we said, horrible decisions. I don't know if I can do that. But Poor Minds, I don't think is that. It's not that.
I
Crazy.
also think men get intimidated that I'm the only woman on a male show.
Probably.
And maybe I need to add more women on. I might need to replace one of you guys and add a woman on so men can start feeling comfortable and not scared to date me.
You're enough for 3 women.
If I get fired because Zoe needs to fucking get a new man, that's crazy.
Working backwards.
I don't know, man.
Hustling backwards.
Men are insecure. What can I say? I don't know why men are scared to
find
have.
you a secure what?
Are you?
I'm saying
You're gonna. Oh, is it you were gonna find me a secure one?
Nah, I'm not Cupid, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay, what else do we have? I mean, NBA. Oh, do you want to do the Issa Rae one?
Yeah, let's do that. We're talking about
Okay,
relationships.
so Issa Rae says men don't know how to have good conversations. And Tresor sent it to me, so let's see.
I feel like this conversation has been had, but it's interesting hearing how Issa Rae puts it.
Yeah, she vocalized it interestingly.
Yeah, and then how some of the comments were that guys say. And I think one guy in particular named T. Pindell, he's a creator, he kind of framed it in a way that is how I see it, but I never could vocalize it properly.
Is this? I think this is the clip. Okay, hold on.
Secure. They're like the
Don't know how to have good conversations. I'm not trying to.
no. It's this is all fair. They don't ask follow-up questions.
Yeah, but they don't do that with each other. I feel like that's why men aren't good friends
Oh.
to each other because they don't. They mostly talk and comment, but they don't
Oh,
prod and poke. And
my husband will be like, "Oh, they're moving to New Mexico." I'm like, "Why are they moving?" I don't know. I'm like,
I didn't
a
like.
huge life change. Like, did you ask any follow-up?
Pisses me off. Like literally, I was talking to somebody who was talking about like his friend's marriage just fell apart, and I was like, oh man, why was it like was it another woman? He was like, oh, I didn't ask all that. But he's like, he was really sad, and I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't ask any. His
Anything.
marriage fell apart, and you didn't ask any questions.
Nothing.
That's crazy, and I can't imagine that. Like I would be at my friend's house, like like that shoulder crying, like all those things.
I would have
So-
all the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you watch?
Okay, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Wow, wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I don't agree with the. Well, actually, she said men don't make good friends to each other. I don't think that men don't make good friends to each other, but I don't think men have very deep friendships in comparison to women.
I'll give you
And
that.
I
I think that's
a
a
lot of men
reasonable
keep
thing
their
to say.
friendships surface level. A lot of men don't, really deeply confide in a lot of their friends. You guys don't poke. You guys don't probe. You guys don't do the Destiny's Child girl. You know what I'm saying? You know that song, Girl Best Child?
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
don't do that.
True.
So I think, and also I wholeheartedly agree where when you ask men questions and it's like, okay, well, what happened after? Like, yo, I don't know. It's like, yo, that happens a lot. Like, bro, how did you not ask that?
That I agree with because I'm like that.
You are, and it drives
I'm
me,
like, yeah,
it's
I don't
anything, and it
know.
drives
Well,
me
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
But the
Like,
answer,
Tresor will tell me a story, and I'll be like, okay, so then what'd she say? And he's like, and it ended there. And I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
What?
See, for me, the problem with the 2 examples that she gave is that, like, if you're prodding, now you're prodding into 2 people's lives. Like, if you, like, I don't know, fuck up at your job or something, or you're having a career thing, or going through something financial, I'll ask more about that. But your relationship, sometimes I don't want to prod too much. That's how I think as a
I
man.
think there's prodding in a way where it's not like I'm prodding because I want to be in your business, but I'm prodding because I generally want to understand more. You know what I mean?
So what T. Pindell said, and this I wholeheartedly agree with this. This is the creator that I said he left a comment, and it's exactly what I think, or at least I agree with. He said, "We're getting caught in the crossfire just for minding our own business, but we're here for each other, whether it's to listen, chat, grab a drink, or even offer a shoulder to cry on. I'm not prying or digging for information, but if my friends open up, I'm here to support them." And that's how I am, because there's been a situation where one of my friends had like a really, really traumatic life experience and he wanted to hang out with us. We went over, we hung out with him, and we didn't talk about it at all.
Yep.
Because I understand that right now, he doesn't need me in this, he just needs me present with him. And if he wants to share it with me, then we can talk about it. But I'm not gonna now be at his house and be like, yo, what happened? If you're not comfortable enough or you don't feel like you wanna talk about this right now, we don't have to. And I think that's kind of how guys are, where it's like, if you wanna say something, you're gonna say it. So if you don't say it to me, you clearly don't wanna talk about it. So I'm not gonna ask you. That's
I agree
different,
with
because
that,
girls
though.
would be like, so what happened? Why? What?
Not always.
We're experts at minding our business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not always.
beautiful, man.
Because we just need
That's a
it.
good
Like,
answer.
if Clyde could literally be crying at my doorstep, and if he comes inside and just wants to talk about basketball, all we're gonna talk about is basketball. Because you clearly don't want to tell me what's going on. I'm just gonna be here for you as a friend.
But I agree with that too. I think also I've been in situations where, I have friends who have gone through dark shit, like, yo, I just want to hang out tonight. I won't bring it up. Because if I feel like you just want a body present. Or I have friends who have, like, they've lost people and, like, they're grieving and they just want to, sometimes people just want to be around people and you don't got to talk about it. I'm not going to ask you details about how this person passed or how's it feel, like stuff like that. But there's also certain times where, like, if my friend is like, oh yeah, like, if my friend's like, oh yeah, me and my man of 8 years broke up, I'm asking what the hell happened.
Yeah.
You guys might just be like, shit.
No,
Word?
but you know what it
You
is
alright,
too?
champ? Like, no.
I think a lot of us, we base it based upon your answer. So what would probably happen if my friend's like, yo, me and my girl broke up. Like, I hate her so much. And I'm like, yo, what happened? And he's like, bro, she just be tripping. You obviously don't want to expand.
Oh, I would be
don't
like
want
tripping.
to.
That's right
That's
there.
that
right
is
there.
the issue.
Right there.
That's where the difference
If
is.
the
Right
answer,
there.
if the answer you gave me is a short answer, you clearly don't want to talk. So I'm not about to force you to talk about something you don't want to talk about. So then if I told you, yo, my friend, him and his girl broke up, you'd say, why? I'd say, I don't know. Because he didn't
If
tell
he
me.
wanted to, he would. Isn't that what y'all
No,
preach?
come
And,
on.
like,
He would have told me what was going on if he wanted to tell me. But I'm not about to dig into that if you clearly aren't in the space to tell me, you know?
Perfect example. Clyde before has asked me if I come in, if I'm pissed off, be like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah. And then that's it.
Let me even explain something, because my mom says this about me and my brother, how like we don't talk or ask each other certain things and we're not. But like I'd probably describe my brother as like my best friend, and he does that hot tub business, right? And I'm his favorite person to work with in that capacity. And me and my brother are both independent, because we don't talk to each other about this, but we have explained this to my mom, and like she's asked, why do you both like why do you like working with each other so much? And we both describe how when I come to meet him, like, he'll pick me up in his truck or whatever. There's sometimes we go far, like 2 hour, 3 hour, like distances or whatever. There are times I get in the truck and I don't talk to him. There's no word uttered for over an hour. Like we don't say hi. There isn't any. And like, this is.
You don't say hi.
We may not even. It may just be like a head nod type salutation when I get in and it might be 45 to 90 minutes, maybe not 90, but like an hour or something like that before we utter anything to each other. And we both describe that as an example of why we enjoy each other's presence so much.
Yep. That makes
And
sense.
that sounds probably insane to you, but does that, like, do you get like how
Yes.
that, like,
The most comfortable.
what Trey just outlined too? This is the essence of man.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and that
Yes and no.
and that doesn't make it surface level. Like that doesn't make the relationship surface level. I think because we can communicate non-verbally, or the not the solution to our problem, how we find comfort in each other isn't verbal, that doesn't mean it's not meaningful.
Yeah.
Just because you haven't verbally told me what's going on, if my presence here is what you need, And then that's it. Like, it doesn't have to, I don't have to know everything.
Because so for like guys do not like expressing themselves verbally a lot of the times. Sometimes we just need someone present to understand like we're upset, you're here for me, and that's it. We don't need to talk about it.
I hear you, but there's just certain things where it's like, bro, how do you not have more detail?
I'll be real. Like, I'll talk about everything else. Like, if you're my dog, I'll talk about everything else but a personal relationship. Because I just don't. And that gets into it's not really my business that much.
It is your business though.
It's theirs. Like,
It's yours.
You need to be like that same conversation you guys had. I would never keep going because now it's somebody else's business too. That's your partner's business too.
I don't need to know what your partner has done to you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down to know if you tell me. Like,
You need to
you
give
have to tell me.
And not
I'm not
even-
going to ask.
There's no way.
And not only just like romantic partners. Like, let's say I got 3 good friends, and then 2 of them are going through something serious or whatever. That
You don't ask them what's going on?
I'll ask as much as you want to give me. That's it.
Yo, there's no way that 2 of my friends can be beefing and I don't know what's going on.
I can't, because sometimes it's bigger than me. Sometimes it's something that they're going through and they don't want to talk. Like, that's cool.
Like, if 2 of my, like, first of all, like, I have 2 best friends who are also best friends. If they fell out, I need to know why. There's no way
I just
it's
need to know
gonna
how
be, oh yeah, we're not friends anymore. What the fuck happened?
How serious is it? How serious is it? Can I still be friends with both of y'all? Cool. That's
No.
it.
So when you
That's
find
weird.
out when
Can't
you
do
find
that.
out this information, are you trying to know or are you trying to help them?
Both.
Okay.
Okay,
See now
Both.
that's where
Both. And also, if I'm first of all, if I'm best friends with Clyde and I'm best friends with Mucho and we're all a group,
Right.
and all of a sudden Mucho is like, yo, I don't fuck with Clyde anymore. That's not my friend. We're done. I need to know why. What do you mean? If we're all best friends, all of a sudden you guys don't know what happened for you to cut that friendship. I need to know.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
agree.
just be like, yeah, Clyde's moving like a waste to you. What the hell did he do for you to end a friendship?
Yeah, I'll be okay. So let's take that
know what I'm
conversation.
saying?
If he's like, yeah, Clyde's moving whack, and I'm like, why? And he's like, yeah, he's just moving whack. I would probably end that conversation with him, and I might talk to Clyde and be like,
Right.
yo, what happened? Because maybe Clyde's more open to talking about the situation.
Exactly.
Because
Right.
he's clearly built the brick wall. Like with guy, like you can't break the wall. If he built the wall, you can't break it. So we're not gonna try to break it. I might as well just go to him and ask him what happened and see if he's gonna tell me.
yeah.
But yeah, difference of
Yeah, we're more deliberate. I mean, it's probably pros and cons to it. Like, you guys,
for sure, I can see it.
Yeah,
Let me
we
ask
we
you-
have fewer deep relationships. You guys have more, but we have deep
So
relationships.
let me ask you something
Yeah.
actually. Do you think we should ask more questions depending on the situation?
Yeah, I think so.
We probably should. Yeah.
I mean, the reason I'm asking this is because like I had a friend who was going through something. I didn't ask enough questions, and he had a very bad crash out at work. And because like I knew what was happening in his personal life, I didn't want to express on it. But because he had that crash, I'm like, shit. I probably should have asked more, been there for him more. Like I just felt guilty in that moment.
I think it's tough because you want to be there, but you also want to give people space to where like, they have the opportunity to come to you.
Exactly.
So it's a tough one. It's definitely situational.
Yeah.
But I do think that guys can ask more questions, but I think that's a separate thing than our friendships aren't meaningful.
Yeah, there are a couple
I think
things
it's
were
two separate
conflated there.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on.
It means a lot when your homie doesn't ask. It's like, thank you. Thank you for letting me just exist without having to,
Because I know women that feel like some of their friends, man, you ask me every time you're trying to prod into my personal life. You know what I mean? So like,
Or on the other side, when girls are like how someone called. Have you ever been with a girl and like her friend calls and she's like, oh,
Yep.
every time she calls me, it's an issue or she wants to talk about something and
Or
she
something
wants
negative.
Yeah, I have friends like that.
Like draining friends. Guys don't necessarily have a lot of draining friends because that responsibility isn't usually put upon your friends. Like Mucho's not gonna call me. I'm gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
like, that would never happen.
real.
We have Dustin's.
But I don't think it's like, oh, in a bad way. It's more just like, okay, like usually when the person calls me, something might be wrong or, it's going to take a long time to talk about it, da-da-da. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, I don't want to talk to them.
You just feel like it's your responsibility and let me get ready for it.
Sometimes,
Nah,
yes.
I'm not like that. That's
you shouldn't prepare to talk to somebody though. You should be like, oh, okay, somebody's calling me. you shouldn't be like, oh shit.
Some people you have to prepare.
Okay,
Some
nah.
people you
Why?
gotta
Why?
prepare.
Why?
Because even people you fuck with, or even your girl, like there's been times where you get a call and you're like, God, I'm just trying to watch the game or something. There's been times, man.
Yeah, but
Come
your
on.
girl and someone that like you have to prepare to talk to is very different. I don't want to prepare to talk to somebody if they call me. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying-
I get what both of you are saying.
sometimes-
I just think it's a different dynamic because yeah, whatever.
All right.
But
The tweet about men competing with older men for women.
yeah, so I seen this tweet and I just thought it was interesting pod discussion. Let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, you read this tweet. I mean, I see it.
Hold on, gang. I'm 22 years old. Hold on, Jesus Christ, grammar. Gang, I'm 22 years old, born in 02. It's no reason I should be out here competing with niggas that are 32 and older for bitches my age. That's what he said. He called the women bitches.
Right. That wasn't you saying that.
He's 22 and he's competing with.
He's competing with 32-year-old men for the women that are his age. So he's competing with 32-year-old men for other 22-year-old women, and he feels like that is unfair.
I mean, that's the game though.
I think that's the game too. Like I kind of think it's kind of like ball up top for him, you know.
Circle of life, brother.
Well, when
We've all
when we
been there.
talked about it, we talked about All-Star Weekend right before this, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, how I was outside, I was at parties during All-Star Weekend 2016, and Mucho did the math, and I realized, are you sure?
You're not. Yeah, you were 19, 100%.
I was 19
You're 96, right?
I was 19 turning 20.
All right,
that
well,
year.
yeah, sure.
So I was
That's young.
sort of ish freshly legal because it would have been February 2016. So yeah, I would have been turning 20 in July.
Okay.
That is really young to be around the people that I was around.
You were 20 at the All-Star Week. So
19.
19.
I was 19 at All-Star Weekend.
Hanging
in
around
Toronto.
dudes in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever felt that though?
That's
That
the
like
circle
maybe
of
the
life.
guys that like were closer to your age around that time were like, you know, like
They couldn't compete, man.
It's
Maybe.
always been like that.
I don't think they can compete though. You're right.
I remember being 18. You can't compete with the 27-year-olds. You can't.
But shit, in Guelph, it was lit.
we'll get to that in a second. But do you think it's the same thing for men to feel the same way about like if they gotta like compete with like celebrities or like athletes or like high profile people? Like if you live in an LA, New York, Toronto, Chicago, like a big metropolitan where there's a lot of celebrities for whatever reason, is that
But
a
do you guys
reasonable?
actually think you're competing with like celebrities when it comes to girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
you are.
sure.
If we're talking to the same woman, we're competing.
But how often is the girl you're talking to also talking to a celebrity?
It doesn't matter.
Now,
Celebrity
depending
talks to the
on
girl
where you
once,
live,
it's game over.
and the type of
Yeah. Where do we live and who is this girl? Like what circles does she run in?
And sorry, when I say compete, like I don't even really mean direct competition, but maybe their past, their history is associated with a lot of these guys. So you're being contrasted with high profile men.
Yeah, listen. I know my place, right? Like, if a girl's outside or even inside, but like her social media's popping, if she's either or, then yeah, technically you're competing with celebrities and athletes and rappers and stuff like that. But there's pros and cons to a regular nigga compared to them too.
Yeah.
Cause I know that like niggas like that, they're gonna look at them as lesser most of the time, and they'll probably cheat on them and shit and all that stuff, and it's a different dynamic. And they look at me and they look at somebody who there's more of a shorthand with. We live a similar life. I know there's pros and cons. So yeah, in that sense, we are competing, but it's kind of like a better playing field that I think regular niggas have than they actually think they do.
I agree wholeheartedly. But is that a reason? Do you think it's the same thing where it's like, man, I gotta compete with 32-year-olds? Like, nigga, shut up. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, same thing. It's that nigga's problem, bro. Just
Yeah.
relate as a 22-year-old. Like, I know women that only date, like growing up, they only dated dudes their age, right?
Really?
Yeah, or like dudes their age and older. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't go 22 to even 27. They wouldn't do that. Like, those women exist. So you're either gonna have to cater to them or get you a 19-year-old.
Get you in.
Because it
What?
gets to a
He's
point.
22. He can't get him a
I know
19-year-old.
the phrase just sounded funny.
That sounded crazy coming from your mouth.
if we like it gets to a certain age and around that, once you hit like the 20 plus, like once you leave the 19 into the 20 plus, you get into the age bracket where you and older men like the same women. You're transitioning out of a period where it's like you were in a group where exclusively only you liked these women. You guys are all underage. A majority of people, or at least I would hope, you're talking to are underage and they're talking to other underage people. Once you get to legal age and older men start liking those same women, then it gets sticky. Even Shannon Sharp was talking about it with, I think it was Lil Yachty. Like Lil Yachty's 29. You could be 25 or 24 and Shannon Sharp is 50 and you both want to talk to this 30-year-old. Now it's a okay.
You gotta compete with money.
Yeah, and then now you're competing with someone who's more seasoned, who probably has more money, more life experience, and some girls like that, some girls don't like that. But it's the competition.
Yeah. Yeah, those dynamics are gonna change. So don't just play.
That's why
just
some
play
people,
the game.
and even with some dudes, I've heard dudes like a dude could be talking to a girl and the girl's mom is flirting with him. Like,
Sorry.
it's the same age. Yeah.
What?
Looking
A
for
dude
that
could be
young
talking
shit.
to a girl, or he's at some girl's family function or something, and the mom is flirting with her. Mom is flirting with him.
Yeah, that could
Yeah,
happen.
some
Yeah.
moms
I'm
just like-
sorry.
Yeah, some moms like it younger.
Yeah. And
If my
especially if
mom
the mom's
ever-
young, then it is what it is. Like, that could be possible.
Trevor, what's the oldest you went?
Oldest I've gone?
Yeah.
Like age range or actual
Age
age?
range, age
It was
range.
maybe like 5 years, 5 or
Oh,
6.
okay, word.
Nothing like crazy. I've never been anyone like crazy.
I'm
I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Probably.
I'm not,
Yeah.
You went 10 years?
Older?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have, but it's
You
just
went
hasn't
10 years older than yourself?
Yeah, look at you, miss. I was talking to 30-year-old niggas when I was 19. Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I was in the club with all the 30-year-olds.
You know what?
Bro, it's like girls.
Yours.
Yeah,
It was about 5 or 6 years.
yeah.
5, 6.
It's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
girls get
It
older.
happened when I was young too. Yeah.
It's like girls
how old
get
were-
older
how old
and
were you?
forget that they used to like older guys.
Yeah.
It's like you guys it just wipes from your memory. Like this
Yeah.
isn't new. You did it, and now other girls do it, and now you judge dudes for talking to younger girls when you were younger you liked older guys. How do you do that?
That is a tale as old as time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever slept with a guy 10 years older than me, though. 10?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
But you would.
But you-
even to this day, you
Yeah,
would.
you
Oh,
would.
yeah.
You dated someone younger than you? Not 10 years, but younger?
Dated?
Yes.
Like, literally, like dated?
Okay, sorry. Fuck the filter. Have you slept with someone younger? Okay. All right.
That smile says
We
a
mean
thousand words.
All right.
I love this.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, he was
YNs.
younger. But he wasn't a YN.
Yeah.
He was younger than me, but he wasn't a YN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was like 2 or 3 years younger than me.
That's YNH.
But the women that do
Depending
that
on the age.
That's YNH.
That's YNH.
could be.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No, knowing how old you are now, that's YNH.
But salute to the women that are like in their early 20s or whatever and they date dudes their age. You're kind of like, you're making the algorithm better for everybody.
Yeah.
So
I feel like every guy that I crashed out over, he was older than me, though.
How much?
That's usually how it is. Girls like older guys.
Like 4, 5 years?
Was that the most that you dated?
Yeah.
because they got more game. Like,
And also, I don't know why it is. And
Got
we
more
could-
resources.
We could keep it a stack just as a guy.
Yeah.
Like, the older you get, like, younger girls just, like, it's... If you wanted to talk to them, it's way easier to talk to them. Like,
That's-
you have to put in less
For sure, because
effort.
we were happy to be there at 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
What?
And I don't know if you just look... Like, your pheromones are different to
You know how
younger
giddy
people.
I was when I was 22 dating 27-year-old?
for real.
Like,
Or
Thought you were
26?
sick, eh?
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I got that shit now.
Niggas 27, yeah.
exactly.
I got
see?
that older shit.
But
He
then-
mature.
My
older
And
shit?
no, he
Oh,
was
not
not
you.
mature.
Did you not?
Yeah, I got that older shit. But he wasn't even mature, so you learn as you get older. Because that nigga
Yeah.
was actually just like literally stupid.
I think my friend told me that she develops more intelligently when she's around older men as well.
Okay,
Like, she's
she
learned that
lied.
shit.
Because they're not smart.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing but a signal, right? Like, you could be
Men are literally not smart until probably like 40.
But
40?
Yeah.
Oh, you got Lee. Okay, I still got.
I'm
10
actually
more
not
years.
even joking.
it is though like if you're older, you should have more money and you should have more wisdom and you should be smarter, right? Like you should have more to offer a relationship if you're older. And I've said this joke, the Chris Rock joke a bunch of times where he says how, men can't go backwards sexually and women can't go backwards in lifestyle. You remember the first dude you fucked with a car, and that he could drive and pick you up and stuff. You remember the first time that you fucked a dude that had his own place and you were like, I don't think I'm fucking niggas without a place anymore. I enjoyed this experience. And older men could expedite those types of perspectives.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck, brother. And the 22-year-old, good luck.
Yeah, ball up top. This is life.
Yeah, that's it.
Welcome to the big leagues. Okay, I don't know why I just sort of put this topic. I mean, we can.
Are we not gonna do Dear Relentless?
We had some. We could do Dear Relentless. We could save it for next week. It's up to you guys because I don't know if you want to talk about the girl.
Any good ones?
I didn't read them yet.
Okay, let's just keep going.
I don't know if you talk about the girl who's shit in a garbage can.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. I know what you're. Okay.
You can explain it your story because you put that topic down. I don't know why I talked about the girl.
So
who
there
do-
was a meme where it was a Facebook status, and it's always Facebook. There's a certain demographic of people that be on Facebook.
From Ratchets.
the
Someone
Ratchets.
said, "Girl, stop talking about." I'm paraphrasing. She said, "Girl, stop talking about me. You shit in the kitchen garbage can at Galentine's. Ho, I have the video." And then the next slide was the video. It was like a Ring camera, and you just see a girl like in a Valentine's Day onesie, like running to the kitchen.
onesie.
And she was wearing a
It
pink.
wasn't a onesie. It's kind of like it's like a two-piece pajama.
It looked
set.
like a two-piece
okay.
pajama set. She runs to the kitchen and like pulls down her pants and sits on the garbage can.
Okay.
And you could tell that she's shitting in the garbage can. Could you still be friends with a girl who did that? And this video is out.
Oh, it's out.
It's out.
I would really need to know why she did it.
And she just said, "Yo, the bathrooms were occupied. There was nowhere else
Like,
to go."
was she sick?
She said, "Yo, I have like the bathrooms were occupied. I really had to go."
She was drunk?
She was incontinent.
I'm telling you guys the situation. The bathrooms were occupied. I really, really had to go and I couldn't hold it.
Like, so were you sick?
No, the
weren't
bathrooms were
sick.
occupied.
If
and
you
I
weren't
really,
sick,
really,
then I can't.
You've never had a number two where like you can't hold it?
Only if I was sick or if I had like diarrhea.
Was she?
Yeah,
they
she,
were
she had
drunk?
diarrhea.
It
There you
had
go.
to have been
Okay,
diarrhea.
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't count diarrhea as sick.
What?
Yo,
Wait, what?
niggas be
That's not
dying
you.
of that.
No, but that's not you being sick.
That's literally what it is.
Niggas die of diarrhea. You know that.
Yeah, like chronic diarrhea.
All right.
No,
man.
but okay, all right.
Diarrhea has tears.
There's cancer or chronic cancer. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
No, there's tears. There's tears to
Like,
diarrhea.
No, Giselle.
It doesn't be crying. No.
What are the diarrhea tears?
You could have like your belly could be running.
These-
This is a very simple. Like,
Please. I need you to break down for me what are the tears of diarrhea.
this is a very simple. You could eat something that upset your stomach and have diarrhea.
Okay.
I don't consider that you being sick. You just ate something bad.
And now you have diarrhea.
Yeah, because it
So-
run your belly. That's not you being sick. You're not sick.
Okay.
Come on, like you're not sick.
Yeah. You
Your
just
stomach is upset.
is that
You're
not is
sick.
that not food poisoning?
No.
No.
You can eat something just bad for breakfast and your stomach is upset. That's not being sick. Then there's like levels where you're talking about where it's like you're stuck on the toilet, you feel nauseous, you get cold sweats. That's sick.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
so I
what
guess-
I'm saying. If you just
Okay.
you can't hold it because your belly run because your friend made some macaroni that
But
had
I
some
would-
bad
That could be the
cheese.
first tier.
Yeah.
I would say that's sick.
Yeah. If that, there's no way she does that without being sick, or she's like permanently died. Like she might have like IBS.
I don't know. I've had some.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
I've had some times where it's like I just couldn't hold it. And there was nothing wrong with me. I just couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
Me too. I've had.
You had to get to a
So
bathroom.
you guys
ASAP.
would have done that shit in the.
I wouldn't have done. I would have.
in the
I'd rather
kitchen.
go outside. than shit
I'm
in the
going
kitchen.
outdoors. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going.
I'll go outdoors.
guys
I'm
been-
finding somewhere where
Hell
nobody
yeah.
else is
Someone's
at.
kitchen.
You
Yeah.
guys
I'm
been
not,
there?
I'm not
In the
going in
kitchen?
someone's house.
What are we doing?
I'll go outside and run in the bush before I
Yeah.
shit in the garbage can.
Which
Cause now what? Like, do you
Yo.
take out the garbage? What do you
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I would never shit in someone's
And
garbage
then
can
leave
either.
it what in the garage? Like, what are you gonna do with it?
Run to McDonald's and throw it out in their garbage. I
So
would
you're just
know.
running down the street with the
With a
people's
garbage.
garbage.
With a garbage.
Hey,
bag
where
full
did
of
Zoe
shit.
go? We don't know.
Yeah.
And plus,
The only reason why she got caught was because they had camera.
Yeah, they had the
That's
Deadass.
diabolical.
That
like,
sucks.
and who saw that footage first? Like, and who sent it to who?
That's really mean.
What was the fallout between them that she felt compelled to like? All right, you know what? Think you're like.
See, and this is the diabolical thing about girls.
Dia.
Because girls will have some dirt on you and keep it
Yeah.
just in case you guys beef.
Yeah.
Guys, if Clyde does something embarrassing and I see it, I'm putting it in the group chat immediately so we could just clown on you,
Real.
and that's it.
Girls have Batman contingencies at all
Girl-
times.
Like, you
girls
know
will
what? I'm not
hold
gonna
that.
tell nobody, but if you
If we're
think you're
actual,
sick,
no. If
yo,
we're
I'm bringing
actual
this up.
friends, I would never hold something just in case we're not friends anymore. That's messy. That's
So
nasty.
if you had that video of one of your friends shitting in the garbage can, would you send
I'm telling her, like, bro, I have a video of you shitting in my garbage can. Bro.
But would you
That's
send it? Would you send it to the group chat?
No. I
Or
sent
would
it
you
to her.
show? Would you show people when they're around?
There we go.
So
No.
you-
To embarrass. No, it's embarrassing.
You wouldn't do
No,
that.
but
You
if you're
I wouldn't do
friends,
that. I would show her and be like, yo, by the way,
Yeah.
I hope you know, like, there's a camera in my kitchen and I saw you shitting in the garbage can, girl.
I guess guys are different.
And I
Cause
wouldn't show anybody else. That's mean.
guys are different. Cause I'm
I might tell
100%
people.
showing.
I might tell our other friends, like, yo, she shit in our garbage can. But I wouldn't show you.
I'm 100% showing the man.
Are you,
No, that's
are
so
you throwing
rude.
the group chat first?
I might not throw it in the group chat. That could get a little sticky.
Right.
But I'm showing if we're around,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, I'm not gonna do it behind your back. I'll be like, yo, look at what
look
you
at
did.
this.
Yeah.
Look at this, so we can laugh at you. I'm doing that for sure.
Alright, so it sounds like you guys would still be friends with this girl, then.
I mean, like I said, if she's sick, it's not like, oh, I just have to shit.
If she, yeah.
Like, if you had
'Cause then you're
diarrhea and if
insane.
you were
Like-
Because
sick,
how are you answering that question then? When the video goes viral, and people are hearing like, yo, isn't this your friend?
I'm like, yo, she had food poisoning.
Yeah.
And she chose the garbage can in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's OD, though. I couldn't explain that. That's
That's so
wild.
funny. I can't be associated with this person. They shit themselves.
I knew.
Such a moral character flaw. Like, you know, you have
I
to
knew a
sever
girl
ties
who
It's like
with
one
them.
strike, though.
Yeah.
It's like
You can shit
it's-
yourself once.
Nah, like you could do a bunch of shiesty shit, but that's like one strike against you.
You can't even get three. We can't be friends anymore.
And I mean, if it was Valentine's Day, that means it was fairly recent because Valentine's Day is literally like in a couple days.
Yeah.
So that's nasty.
That's funny, bro.
Do you guys hate
You know
when
you said
girls?
that on mic, eh?
That's crazy. Do you guys?
There's a reason for I don't like Valentine's Day at all. I
Why?
don't. Because
What?
I,
Every
you've-
man
you've
loves
done this
Valentine's
before.
Day. Huh?
look me in the eye and tell me you love Valentine's Day, bro.
Oh, I thought every man loved it.
Do you guys not like when girls do Galentine's Day?
No, that's dope.
I don't care.
I don't. it's fine.
Yeah.
I love it.
Who cares?
Because women like deep relationships and shit, right?
I love it. 'Cause I feel like I've seen a lot of discourse online about men and like, oh, women in this Galentine's Day shit and da da da.
Niggas just like to complain about shit.
I don't
Like
care.
even if you're a guy who has a girl and she joins, right? Now that's less pressure on you. She had a good week.
I don't care.
She did some shit already.
Yeah.
Like, why are you hating on that?
That's a very gossipy kind of loser. You Valentine's Day for a
Yeah,
guy
like,
to
bro,
say that
like,
is yeah.
And then also like Valentine's Day's for women too, right? So it's like,
not.
Yes,
all
it
right,
is.
all
Come
right,
on, dude.
all right,
Cut it
all
out.
right, all
Zoe.
right.
Valentine's Day is not just for women.
All right,
it
it's
is.
mostly for women. All right, and so
It is.
It-
It's
come on.
98%
Like,
for
it's
women.
We're
mostly-
gonna do
Why?
this. We're gonna dispute this.
like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
we're having an obvious conversation.
It's not a conversation. It's
The
for
last
women.
time you were intimate with a man around Valentine's Day and he got you stuff, what did you get him?
I think I got him a teddy bear.
All right, man.
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
You know what?
what?
what are we doing?
What?
Did he
And I think I got him chocolates. Yeah, I think I got him like a
okay.
little cute teddy bear. Just an inside joke teddy bear.
Word.
And chocolates.
Yeah, well, you could have gave him nothing. It would have been the same.
low key.
What was it?
My nigga, yes.
Because that's one of
I was
those.
trying to be on the woman's side. So
What next time I was gonna get my fucking Rolex?
no, you don't have to. You don't have to give him anything. He's fine. He's gonna cater to you
Just
that day.
accept that it is your day.
He's gonna
and
make
it
sure
is-
that you have a good
No,
day.
It's not an equal
It's
thing.
okay. It's okay. So, but my whole thing about Galentine's is that if women are single and I don't know, some are sad around the 14th, not all, then it's
There's no reason. If you're single, there's no reason to be sad on the
some
14th.
are.
get a
some
grip.
Some are, man.
Come on.
Grow up.
Grow up. Oh.
Whoa.
With all due respect, there's no reason to be
twin.
sad on Valentine's Day.
Why?
If you're single, why?
There's some people that literally just want to be like with
They
someone.
want to be
That's
loved.
okay,
They wanna
but be
loved,
your
whatever.
oak tree.
Some people are not strong.
I
like
agree.
that.
I agree. Honestly, we agree. They should. I think
why,
they should.
no,
yes, yes.
Why
But-
are you like generally? You have to unpack. Why are you sad on Valentine's
Oh,
Day?
I see what you're asking.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But
okay,
don't you
okay.
feel like that's a big reason why Valentine's Day exists as well? Because it's a sense
That's
of
probably the start of
community around
Valentine's
that
Day.
day.
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
you could,
yeah.
so you
All
could
of us
see
girls have no
people that
man.
love
Let's
you.
hang out.
Yeah,
But girls' relationships do Valentine's Day too.
But
yeah,
I think-
exactly. Yeah,
my
because
thing
they
is-
want to be part of it. They don't want to be like
Yeah.
loser. Like they want to.
they want to be part of the community?
Yeah, they have FOMO.
Yeah.
That's why. It started with the single ladies.
Yeah. So
I think it's a cute idea. I like it. I've been to a few Galentines.
I fuck with the concept. You know, now if you do Valentine's Day, you relax.
Yeah, what's my
Valentine's
I like that.
Day.
Manlentines.
Galentine's.
Yeah.
Manlentines
If
Day.
you're doing Valentine's Day, then relax.
Mandem Day.
Mandem
that.
time.
Mandem.
Why not Valentine's?
Galentines.
Galentine's and Galentine's.
Yeah.
We have game night.
Guyland. Well,
No.
you're
I'm not saying why not do it. Why not call it that?
Valentine's.
No men should do it. Let's get that
What?
You would hang out with your
What
homies
would
on
happen-
Valentine's Day?
by accident.
Yeah, it's not a planned
Not
event.
as a plan.
Like, yo, guys,
What would we-
So if one of your friends like, yo, guys, Valentine's Day on Friday, like, I think man should like come.
Yo, Loki, I'll be hanging around with Trezor that day.
Oh, because you guys are, oh my god.
but
yeah,
not
that's
for
not the same.
Valentine's.
But if you're like, yo, guys, like, yo, so it's Valentine's Day, I'm having a little thing in my crib.
But why
Don't
would you
say
have
that
to
in the
preface?
text.
Yeah. Why would you have to preface it about Valentine? Just say you're
Because
doing something.
that's the reason for the gathering. It's Valentine's
Yo,
Day.
it's Friday. Work's done. Let's turn up.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd reply with that. For Valentine's, I'm not going to come over for Valentine's.
Yeah.
But I'll come over because it's Friday.
Yeah.
And like, because it's the end of the
Because
day.
the meaning behind Valentine's Day is to show love. It's about love.
And you love your friends.
Yeah.
Platonic, not in that way.
But you can show love in any way. It could be platonic love, but you still love your friends.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day should be a real thing.
But this
with-
holiday's not meant for that.
It's not a holiday either.
Women do the hearts and the flowers and there's symbolic symbols of Valentine's Day that men don't give to each other.
Is there like lingerie Valentine's Days?
Yeah.
I like
Girls
no,
being in the
that's
lingerie,
whack to me.
twerking.
That's where I draw the line.
That's what you say. Relax. Even you.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. That's
Twerking
where I
on
draw the line.
Instagram.
That's where I absolutely draw the line. I'm not pulling up to my homegirl's crib in red lingerie for Valentine's Day.
Let's all get sexy
Yeah.
and take
Like, I'll
pictures.
do like little pajama set, cute, like, you know, little long pants and like a button up top. You know, when goes with the
Yeah,
match.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not coming to your crib in a corset and a push-up bra and panties. And red and lace like no.
Right.
What are we actually doing? Are we waifs?
So if we edited a tweet like that says like if you do Valentine's Day you're lame or whatever. If you said like if you do lingerie Valentine's Day you're
Lingerie Valentine's Day. We need to be
Isn't there
serious.
like a name for those types of soirees?
Like those lingerie type
Lingerie
parties.
parties,
Those
that's
were
what it's
in
called.
for a while though. A lot of people were
hated
throwing
that,
them
bro.
For a minute.
They were weird.
Why did you hate it? Why were you in there?
Because no, I wasn't in there. I'm saying seeing it happen. But no, some guys would get invited.
Pull up.
Some guys definitely would
In a
get
polo-
it. There would be
in a
a
polo shirt.
there would be a small group of guys that got invited to the girls' lingerie.
Like Saucy Santana.
yeah.
No, like straight
Saucy
guys.
Yeah, it was like the
Santana.
gig.
The straight guys. There would be
guys?
it was a very small group. Like you'd maybe see like one or two guys. But I didn't like it because I felt like
Were
it was
you
such
there?
I'm talking about looking at it on Instagram.
My bad.
We're just perplexed how much insight you have about you knew what it looked like in
You
there.
kept saying, all right, my bad.
I'm saying I didn't like it because it always felt so thirsty for attention.
It did. It
They're
was
like,
weird.
oh, look at all of us in lingerie and you guys can't be here. And it's like you're posting it. You're posting it because you want guys to be like, please, let me come, please. And for you to be like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Panders.
No boys
Lingerie
allowed.
parties, I never got into. I don't think I've ever attended one. I've been invited to a few and I never went. Because why am I pulling up in lingerie? And what are we doing here?
Nothing. You're shaking Nash in your Victoria's Secret and they're putting it on Instagram. That's what's happening.
It just
It's a
felt very
little
weird.
bi-curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we all just? And I also don't like being like, I don't like being like dressing up nakedly around women.
Shout out to you.
Like if I'm
You're
naked
like the
around,
last straight woman left.
like, no, my thing is like if I'm on vacation and I change, I don't care. You know what I mean? But like
That's fire.
the last trick would let this down. If like we're on vacation and I'm changing and you see my titties or I'm naked, I don't care.
Right.
I generally don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting ready to look
purpose.
sexy to be in front of a whole bunch of women.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was even at shout out to Uncle Delroy. I went to Uncle Delroy, and we got to talk about this, Uncle Delroy. I went to Uncle Delroy's last event, the Valentine's Day event. It was really good, but there was so many bitches.
Oh shit.
I'm like, bro, where are the niggas at? Like, and it might be because you know.
No, it's just the point you just made. The last straight woman alive.
That's just like, and that's not obviously nothing to them. A lot of women like their events for sure.
Yeah.
But that's more like, bro. So then niggas need to pull up.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I'm looking around. I'm like, why are there so many things in here?
Were you bored?
No, I wasn't bored. It was a good party.
Valentine's- yeah.
It was a
It
great
was a
party.
safe space.
I just think guys,
But
like,
it was just too many things in there.
Valentine's Day events, guys aren't really looking to go. But
Your
it
homie
would
was
make
there.
sense. It would make sense to go.
I said, your homie was there.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, they were on the
Well,
prowl.
It would make sense because that's where a lot of girls probably would be.
Yeah.
Don't do that sound
I
again.
just think I'm a type of woman too. Like I hate when there's too many women in the events.
Yeah.
I hate when too many women in the events.
There's always like people talk about Sausage Fest. There's,
a good value.
I don't know,
It's a good
Punani
value.
Fest too. Like it could
Front
be
Fest.
Front
that's
Fest. It
real.
could be front
front
fest.
fest. Oh my god.
Front fest is crazy.
It's
Yeah,
a front
I just
fest in here.
Yeah.
I don't like front fest.
And the bar makes no money.
That's just crazy.
I don't like front
But we're gonna
fest.
call the episode that.
Yeah,
Front-
that's it.
Those are the two worst things to
even
happen,
even
bro.
like as somebody who throws parties
Word.
at like and gets a percentage of the bar makes no money if there's too many women.
Yeah, because they're not buying nothing.
Because women aren't buying nothing.
They're just
Word.
looking around.
You can't have a front fest and you can't have a buddy bash. Both of them. Bro.
Buddy in general.
Front fest and buddy bash.
That could be like a fucking.
Are you insane?
That's a movie title.
Front fest buddy bash.
Ew. Yeah, I don't. Whatever. I mean, let's wrap it up. Lastly, Drake dropped his album cover for is the album called "Sexy Songs for You"? Is that what it's called?
Some sexy songs.
Sexy
know.
songs.
Oh, can I break down the symbolism behind the artwork? Just like
Yeah, because some people
Just
they don't,
like
they
the
don't
other
get the
artists.
meetings,
So we have
the
to- we have to-
messaging and
Did
everything. Some
Drake
people-
send you?
we have to break down the symbolism.
Did Drake send you a message?
Absolutely. You mean you?
I have to. He didn't send it to me, but you know what I mean? It's overt if you understand hip hop, right?
Yeah, if you get it.
Yeah,
like
if
some
you-
people
yeah.
they don't
Then-
really
then
get the
you
messaging
understand,
and everything.
right?
Like they're not.
I'm gonna move my microwave and let you guys.
So
No, enlighten the people.
Right.
On the good brother Drake.
So on the cover of it, they both have two heavy coats on, right? It's because they're Eskimo brothers, all right? And then also, if you look at the Marilyn Monroe Towers, you know what they're infamous for. 10 years ago or whatever, I think they clean it up a little bit now.
Potential prostitution.
Right. On the top, it's red light district. Right? It's lit up red, the Marilyn Monroe Towers. So that's like a little bit of symbolism for you guys, man. February 14th.
Not everybody
Take it
catches
out.
it the first time around, though. You know, like sometimes certain hip hop fans, you gotta be able to break it down for them. Sometimes,
Come on.
you know?
I can't
it's not,
So
the
Saga's-
messaging, and not everybody gets the messaging the first time around. So
So Mississauga's the red light district?
The Marilyn Monroe Towers.
Could have
yeah.
fooled me growing up. It was bone dry over there.
I'm just
That's because
very.
you weren't on Absolute Avenue.
Oh my god.
Should've
I'm
went on
just very
City Center
happy
Way.
that like Toronto / GTA / technically Mississauga is like being put on the map now. Not put on the map, but like I feel like Drake went a little bit.
Above and beyond.
I guess you could say like to the American side. You know, he was doing a lot in Atlanta.
Oh,
He
sorry,
was, like,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like now he's kind of like back and like paying homage to like just Toronto and like doing things that only Toronto people would understand. I like when he does shit like that.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like when he did, what video did he shoot on the TTC?
what's next?
What's next? Yeah, like stuff like that. Like I like when he does stuff like that. Like it's okay, it's for your city. Like only we would understand
Like when
how
you
much
use
those
some
towers
Those two
mean.
towers, yeah.
Only we would understand the Jay and Trey skit promo with the
Yeah.
Let's Pine and the balloons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really enjoyed
Which was
that.
a great
he-
skit.
Yeah.
Niggas do be scared to say I love you.
Yeah.
Which I think is crazy because why can't you guys just say I love you? What are men scared of?
Nah, yeah. I'll pine that.
Do you say I love? What?
To their friend. No, this is
Do you say I love
specifically
you?
like men talking. I have no problem saying it.
To your girl.
I have no problem saying it.
Have you said it?
I have no problem saying it, man.
Have you said it?
But this is what I'm saying. Guys get awkward saying that to other people. Like,
It's like birthday. Like,
Yeah.
we don't like saying that either.
that's yes.
You don't like saying happy
this is
birthday?
what I'm
Happy
saying.
Earth Strong.
Shut up.
Guys
More
have
life.
a problem telling their friends that they've said "I love you" to their girl. For some reason, guys do that. But you can tell your girl.
He said I love you.
But like, it's
There's
not
that,
hard
yeah.
to tell your girl you love them.
Well,
but
if
it's
you love
hard
them,
to.
though.
But it's hard
That
to
shit
tell.
do be funny when you're on the phone or whatever.
And you're watching your friend be like, I love you. I love you.
He said it. Yeah,
Oh,
we
come
got him.
on. You guys are so immature.
We're working on it, you know what I mean? When we're 40, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But the whole, like, you know, tell her you love her. Yo, you're my shorty. Tell her you love her. You know, you're in Peterborough. No one knows you. Tell her you love her. Like, that was a really good skit.
Yeah, great premise.
Yeah. I'm glad that this is something coming out that's going to be very catered to and niche for Toronto people.
It would be really cool because I saw someone that does meme accounts for Drake and stuff, and he's got a bit of an
You
insight.
know someone who does meme accounts for Drake?
Yeah, and he's very well. He makes meme accounts, but he his content is very catered for OVO
interesting.
people.
Okay.
And he was talking. I don't know. Just didn't want to set it up that way. Now it seems like I know something that I don't know. I'm just saying it would be cool because it's so Canadian. You got the Jay and Trey rollout. You got the towers in the background. I'd like to see because he was saying there's some diversity on the album. That it's like there's some
Diversity.
He was saying that there's some sexy songs for you, and there's some turned up songs, and then there's some life. Like he was saying that it's more than just like this R&B sort of.
Who has this? Who he has
No, this
good
is
info.
what he said. This is what he said at a concert, and then
Drake said that?
yes, I'm pretty sure he said that during one
Australia.
of his shows that he was saying that
In
there's-
Australia?
Yeah, that you can expect more than just that from the album. I think it would be really cool to see a Bieber feature.
Oh, he hinted at it though.
And
can see
that's
that.
and that's the meme account I seen talking about that.
I could see
When did he
that.
hint at that?
That there was some hinting at a Bieber.
Bieber posted an owl or something.
Yeah, yeah. And if we got that, that'd be
That'd be
amazing.
fire.
That'd be really
That'd
cool
be
if we
fire.
could get that. That'd
That'd
be
be
fire.
Yeah, that would be fire. I do tell my girl
Shout
I
out
love
my
her,
man
by the way.
Kevin.
I'm not
but
about to get in
by the
trouble.
way, guys,
I'm not about to
tell
get
this
in
girl I love her.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get in trouble.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
because you pressed him, so we got to put this on record.
Yeah, we're putting it- I'm not about
Trezor
to get
tells
in
his girl, "I love you."
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to go back to
We're
that.
not about to get in trouble.
Sorry.
I'm not about to get in
Sorry. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that. Were you like stressed this whole
I saw
time?
it playing in my head. I'm like, listen, we gotta get this on wax.
Honestly, I did not even take that in because I was like, yo, what are you talking about? My bad. I don't know that in. Yeah, we'll clear the name for you. Yeah. But yo, a Bieber feature would be crazy.
I
can see it.
If he's making it very close to home, he's got the Monroe Towers. It's Jay and Trey doing the rollout.
Javon Bieber?
Ah,
Oh my God.
We get some journals Bieber with
Jerron.
Cardi and Drake.
Journals, Bieber.
Jerron
But
Bieber.
Jerron is Party's
Jerron, that's
date.
Exactly.
oh, okay.
Okay.
The song should be called Jerron Bieber.
All right.
And his last name is B.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jerron B. Burr.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hard.
But yeah, I was really excited when they dropped I think, finally Peel Region. Like I said, everything good comes out of Peel Region. Peel Region's
Yeah,
back.
except for anything fun.
What do you mean?
There's nothing fun to do there.
No.
No, he's right.
Then you come and visit me.
fair.
Anco used to be good.
Yeah, Anco had its era. Yeah, Latin
Don't
nights
do
and shit.
that. Anco used to hold us down.
It did, but I didn't.
Anco
like it.
used to hold it down.
By
What's
force.
ANCO for American listeners?
It's a club.
Anco
It was
is a club.
It's the one
that
nightlife
is-
thing you could do in Mississauga.
Yeah, it's in Mississauga. That's what Mississauga is. That's where Party Next Door is from. And it's a suburban city outside of Toronto. And there was a club there called And Co. And it was a solid club.
We rinsed that.
We
place.
rinsed And Co. to the ground.
Yeah.
Like literally and figuratively. Like it's gone.
Yeah,
But
and
Good
the company.
riddance.
Yeah, but we had it to the ground.
we're gonna find out what Saga's like in the nighttime on Friday. So
Hell yeah.
I'm really excited.
I'm very looking
I'm
forward
excited.
to it. I also like the aspect that like everyone's kind of taking, Drake's done. He's not as big as he used to be or whatever. I kind of like the aspect of listening to an artist and being like, nobody else knows about this. And if it isn't as, popular and if gets to be something that I get to sit with more and see dumb takes about that isn't, taken out of context or whatever. I'm fine with that,
It's funny
That album's
because
still coming out #1.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
funny because people from the outside, they've said how they don't like that. Like,
What?
I think it was a Drake Kendrick comparison, but isolating Drake. I saw, and of course, it's like people not from Toronto. I've seen someone say, yo, the reason why he said that he can't get into Drake is because Drake is always talking about people that he doesn't know who they are or places that he doesn't know about. So it's hard for him to connect to the music where it's like he'll be like, yo, who is Jason? Where is Saga? What is this and that? And it's
That's
like, I
Jason.
can't
That's three
connect to the
different
music
Jasons.
because and like they have a point, and then they did like a mathematical breakdown where it was like 60% of the songs on, I think it was For All the Dogs, he was mentioning people by name that you have no idea who they are. And he's like, yo, how am I supposed to connect to this? And I don't know
Just
these
connect.
people.
Just figure it out.
It's,
connect.
he's essentially
just Google. What the
he's
fuck are
essentially
we
putting names on bullets
That I'm not
rap
doing.
has always done.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not
Typically,
Googling
you
people.
storytell without saying
I'll
names.
just listen.
All he's doing is adding names to it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of retarded.
And people, I think people liked Drake for it.
It's kind of stupid.
People
I'm
liked-
working on myself, guys.
And people liked Drake for it at the beginning. Like Drake, when Drake would talk about like Courtney from Hooters on Peachtree. It's like, I don't know Courtney.
And didn't Kendrick do that with the Heart Part 6? So what are we talking
know.
about?
I always thought Kendrick's rendition of the Heart Part 6
like Away From Home.
was a very time-stamped sounding record. It sounded like a Drake time-stamp song.
It sounds like Away From Home.
Yeah. That's 3 different Jasons. Who the fuck's Jason?
Yeah. But
Part of the story, man.
You don't know every nigga Kendrick's dropping in Heart Part 6. So
But
it's like,
before we wrap things up, Drake's tour is looking good though. His little Australia run.
Australia.
I think he stepped up his stage presence. It looks better than the last tours that I've seen.
He looks motivated and like very, not that he didn't before, but like, yeah.
Because he got the bullet holes in his
Yeah, it looks
hoodie.
like he's
I'm not
putting.
gonna lie, that shit is sick.
The bullet holes in the hoodie? You liked it?
With
That's the
smoke
type of
coming out?
dramatic
With the smoke
and
coming out?
theatrics
I
that I
fuck
like.
with it, yeah.
Type of
How do you
carrying-
fuck with him changing lyrics of his songs? Like he changed the lyrics to Knife Talk. He changed the lyrics to How'd I Go From 6 to 23, but not
Nonstop.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, how do we feel about him?
I think it's
He
petty.
should. What the fuck? Yo.
I think it's a little bit
I
petty.
still, I'll fuck with LeBron forever, but he shouldn't.
I feel like maybe get the tat removed first.
Yeah.
That's,
I guess
yep.
baby steps.
That's fair.
Yeah. He's not going to wear nothing sleeveless for a while.
I don't know why Drake did that. That really bothers me. Because why you get so many people tattooed on you, man?
People
Like,
get
why?
stupid
But
tattoos
you
all the time.
know,
Denzel Washington better not start bumping Not Like Us, because then it makes it
He's
what
a
about
Denzel Washington
Sade?
tattoo too?
pretty sure. Yeah.
And Lil Wayne
And Lil Wayne.
and Sade, right?
I could never get someone.
Kevin Durant.
Bro, I could never get someone's
shout out
face.
to
And
KD.
he's 10 toes.
Shout out
That
to
nigga's 10
KD.
toes.
Yeah, KD
they
standing
asked
on
him and he
business.
said he skimmed through it. Real nigga.
He said it's not important to me.
I did the Kim to it, just
Skim
skim
through
through
what?
it.
The
The halftime show.
Oh.
He said he
It
didn't
wasn't
care.
important to me. I didn't really care
Wasn't-
for it.
He's no, but he literally said
He
I
literally
skimmed
said,
through
he
it.
said, I skimmed through it.
Oh, I didn't. That's what he said verbatim?
Yeah.
He said it was a boring Super Bowl. Like he just, like
Yeah,
he's,
I
yeah.
heard
You know,
about that
KD
part.
has that humor where he's not laughing. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"I skimmed
yeah,
through it."
yeah.
Skim through.
That's a real friend though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Shout
real
out to
friend.
KD.
So
We relate. We get
He
the
won't
same
have to
attention.
remove that.
Yeah.
thing.
literally what I'm about to say, but he's not gonna remove that tattoo.
Hashtag lie for your friends.
Oh, you
You think he lied?
He watched it. He
perhaps.
watched it.
Well, someone also recorded allegedly, but it didn't look that alleged. Of all the OVO guys, like at a
I saw
wrestling
that.
I saw that
watching.
clip, but how do you?
I saw that.
It was them.
It was all them?
Yeah.
I didn't really watch
It was them.
Everybody's watching the Super Bowl.
Of course they're gonna
Yeah.
watch
I
it.
saw it quoted as Drake and his crew.
I didn't see Drake,
And I was like, I don't think
but
Drake's
there were
in that
some
clip.
faces I did. That's
Yeah.
they look like recognized.
But of course Drake watched it. There's no
Everyone
way Drake
watched it.
didn't
Everyone
watch
did.
What are you
it.
talking about?
He might not have watched it with them,
Yeah,
but he
War
watched it. Of
Cake.
he
course.
watched it. But I mean, he's in Australia. He's on tour. He's doing something good. He's gonna drop an album. People got mad at me for saying he's the biggest rapper in the world. I still stand on it. He is. So
Oh, by far.
I mean, statistically,
I don't know why
there's
people
a
are
lot
arguing
more
that.
support for that. Yeah,
like I generally don't
Who
know
were they
what-
saying was?
I don't even know what they were saying, but they're like, he's not the biggest. And I don't, I've stopped reading the comments. People are trying to argue that because I said he was the biggest rapper in the world. People are trying to argue that he's not the biggest rapper in the world. And I'm crazy. But he literally is the biggest rapper in the world. Like, like, who is bigger?
No one.
Men lie, numbers lie. Wait, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers do lie, but
Do they?
it's neither here nor there.
When they're
They
padded?
can be misleading.
Yes, you can.
You get numbers when your mind is made up. Yeah.
That's true.
That was Drake's lawsuit that the numbers were lying.
Numbers are lying, yeah.
That is true.
That is real.
All right.
Men lie, women lie, numbers lie.
We wrapping up?
Yeah, we're right there.
Good, because I gotta pee.
Any last remarks before we move on?
We'll have some stories for you next week.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the boys are getting down and dirty at All-Star Weekend.
I don't know about that.
I should say down and dirty.
We gonna be outside. We gonna be outside.
Yeah, they're gonna be outside for All-Star Weekend. Lord have mercy. I'm very excited to see what's gonna come out of that.
You know what, Zoe?
To All-Star Weekend? No, I'm not going.
She's been there too many times.
It's burnt out. Yeah. Zoe said All Stars burnt out. She's on to new stuff now.
Hey,
Been there on that.
but I've been to 2 All-Star Weekends and but
Cool.
Yeah.
y'all will have fun.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit the same. She went to like Indiana or something.
Yeah, because you're going to San
Cleveland.
Fran.
Cleveland. or
San
something.
Fran's also not an exciting city either.
Compared to Indiana?
Let me know when. First of all, it was Utah. Let me know when it's in Miami.
Such a big difference.
Let me know when it's in Miami. Let me know when it's in LA. Let me know when it's in Houston.
Word.
Let me know when it's
Where is
in,
it next year? I think it's somewhere lit next year.
I think we looked it up and it's still not somewhere lit. Unless we can look it up. But San Fran's also not really a lit city either.
San Francisco's beautiful. It's just missing black people. So now
But
they're
that's-
gonna be there.
Okay, San Francisco is missing black people. The Bay Area is not
The Bay
missing
Area's
black
not.
people.
You're right. Oakland.
That is true.
Oakland got him.
But you're not going to Oakland, Mucho.
might.
Oakland's right there.
It's LA. in
What is
26.
Mucho going to do in Oakland?
There's a party I know.
Unless
that's
you
going
know
out there.
people, I wouldn't suggest it.
Exactly.
But if you know
Nah,
people,
bro, you always got to say what's up to the trenches, yo. Every time. Yo.
Zoe, it's LA next year.
Oh, it's LA next year? Like Los Angeles? Oh, okay.
no,
That-
Louisiana.
Shut up, Ho. Okay, if it's LA next year, then we might gotta
Right?
tap in. 'Cause I'll
2026.
still be in my 20s. So
NBA
I can.
Barely.
You know
I know
what?
the NBA's cheats because they were planning on that being LeBron's final All-Star game, but now he's got like 3 more years because Luka is
Oh,
on the
come
team.
on.
I think we might have to go next year.
Hell yeah.
LA next year for All-Star. LA for Olympics 2028.
Jeez.
LA, I think the Super Bowl's in LA next year too.
What?
No, no,
2026.
not LA. It's Santa Clara. I
Well,
think
it's in
It's in
California.
California. I looked that up too. I think it's
Yeah.
Santa
You
Clara.
want to go to that?
What, Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not
Super
going
Bowl
to. I'm not
weekend's
going
very
to.
political.
It
It's
is
hard
very
to get
political.
into stuff.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
Not
Very.
like,
You gotta like really be tapped in
Yeah.
for Super Bowl
I
weekend.
know myself. Maybe Zoe get. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
If I get
Listen.
plugged in, I would go. But
And men are scared
That's
of me
not
having
a-
a podcast. They'll be so scared of me going Super Bowl
in a
weekend. So let
booth,
me
in a booth at the Super Bowl,
let me be humble.
that actually might be the worst of the worst. If you
Why?
see a girl that you're talking to in a booth at the Super Bowl, it's over.
Why is it over? Man, you guys are so insecure. It's not even funny.
That's fine. Call it that.
Because she's selling cat.
No,
I'm not even saying
I
that.
don't think that's true.
You're playing in levels that are beyond me.
But why do you guys think that just because a woman has been in levels beyond you that they don't care to not be in those levels anymore?
Oh, that's true. Maybe
Same
maybe
reason-
you've done it already, so it's good for me.
Like I love Super Bowl, but I've been in booths at games, but I'm like, I would never, I'm like, oh my
It
God, I
ain't the
can't
Super
date
Bowl.
him because I've never, or he's haven't brought me to a booth. Like, what are we talking about?
It ain't the Super Bowl.
Like, it's very dumb to think like that. Like,
Yeah. You know, some people want a challenge, you know. Just challenge accepted, shout out to you. Some people want some girl that's not used to shit. You know.
to show them a new life.
Yeah.
That's why dudes like younger girls.
damn, that's
Oh
that's
my
kinda
God, no
sad.
one's ever called me an Uber to
no one's ever called me an Uber.
someone's taken her to Miami before. She wants to be taken to France. If I take her to Miami, that's still a big deal to her.
Yeah. What?
They said something like that on Poor
See,
Mind.
That
if,
is so
if we're gonna
embarrassing.
have a real conversation, girls who ain't never experienced nothing make you feel good inside. The fact that you can show them stuff and you see the appreciation, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't want to talk to people that have gone to All-Star Weekend before. I'm bringing you to All-Star Weekend. Oh my God, I've never been on a plane.
That's why Dave said, I love fucking with broke bitch kids. You book one flight and they all impressed. That's
It could be
nasty
economy.
work.
Call the girl an Uber. It could be a regular Uber pool sometimes.
For some guys, them bringing you to the Super Bowl is like them bringing another girl to a Raptors game.
Yeah.
But I still would love a Raptors
know,
game
but there's
too.
some
But
girls
it's
that would
not the
love
same.
that.
already.
But it's not the same
Women
as the
can't
first
go backwards
time.
in lifestyle.
It's not the same as the
it's
first
not-
time.
You
It's
still
like
appreciate it for sure.
Of course.
it's like people that do
I would
crack.
never be like, oh, a Raptors game? Why can't we go to the wait?
Land that shit. Land that.
It's like people that do crack. You know how crackheads say they're always chasing the first high, and it's never the same as the first high.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be your first high.
Yeah. Chase me. I'm the dragon.
I'm the first high. Put me in the.
Yeah. I'm speaking in third person though. Shout out to all women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are annoying. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening to episode 6. We'll be back next week with all the all-star horish weekends. Oh my God.
Hey, not me.
Yeah.